The dream gets weird after that.
But Maul is a liar.
Why?
Wait, when are dreams not weird?
We haven't. Hold up, let's stop. We haven't established by now that Maul's a liar. Maul, I'm coming at you this episode.
I'm a liar or you a liar?
Who's a lie?
Your lies are documented.
Hey, who has control of sound effects?
Your lies are docked.
Mine?
Oh my God!
I've lied in
They
my.
pull up your lie. They pull up your lies every week.
I've lied in my past.
It's always in the past. Because you haven't lied in 5 minutes.
Yeah, no, I ain't lying. A minute,
That's Joe's past 5 minutes ago.
But
Word.
nah, I treat the pod like I used to treat the booth. I used to go in the booth and give it up. I come in the pod.
You used to go in the booth with the truth?
Come on, man. Every time I talk to the youth.
Just let the pen bleed on the pod.
Maul, on the other hand, Maul, I'm trying to figure out who is listening to this podcast. I have to find out.
People are listening.
I know,
millions of
but
people that listen.
I know that part. But I mean, who from the Maul
Well,
hive?
a specific woman in Atlanta, from what we've gathered.
We've pieced that one
Why?
together.
How do y'all keep gathering that? There's nothing for me in Atlanta. I don't know why y'all keep saying
You've
that.
taken some mysterious trips there.
I took one trip to Atlanta.
It was mysterious.
Yeah.
It wasn't mysterious.
It was shrouded
at all.
in mystery.
You didn't invite us.
Yeah, every trip you take is kind of
I've
mysterious.
never invited y'all on a trip. What are you talking
No, I
about?
know
Ever
that.
life.
He mysteriously went to the summer concert.
That's true.
That wasn't mysterious. I told people
Mysteriously goes to LA. He was mysteriously holding Julius Randle's hand through the Knicks hallway. Everything he does is a
I was
mystery.
holding hands. What are you talking about?
Yeah, all right.
It was a shooting
all right,
hand,
touching hands.
We're not touching hands, bro. I don't know what type of shit you on right now.
All right, fine. Welcome. What episode is this?
I don't know.
344.
Welcome to episode 344 of the Joe Budden Podcast. I'm your humble, gracious, grateful, and highly favored host, Joe Budden, here with a few really special people who are important in my life. Across from me is Rory. Hey, Rory. What's
going on?
Maul is at home in front of his custom artwork. How you doing, buddy? You good? Parks is over there, a little traumatized from Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum trending.
Yep.
This weekend. Are you all right, Parks?
Yeah, I woke up in a little bit of shock.
After
You woke up in a funk.
Yeah,
after the Karate Kid crane kick that he was
yeah, man, he
letting off?
had some good roundhouses in there.
I didn't see it. So what was happening with that?
There was
you
some
see-
guy that looks like Jeff Goldblum fighting his neighbor.
No, I was
Go
Jeff
to crime.
Goldblum.
Go to Crime Faces. He got.
Oh
it.
no, I saw that fight. That wasn't really Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, it was.
No,
Was
it
it?
wasn't.
It's a quarantine one. He looks a little
Jeff
different.
Goldblum, that guy was 6'8".
So is Jeff Goldblum.
Oh my
Jeff
god.
Goldblum is 6'6".
Anyway, is he really?
No, he's not that tall.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he's 6'6".
Parks is here. Erickson is here. Savon is here, and
Clearly,
Alex the
whatever
Great is
girl
here.
Parks was talking about likes tall men.
I'm sorry?
Nothing.
Well, y'all don't assume that every girl that's ever let you beat likes guys taller than you.
Absolutely.
Oh, because I do.
Yeah. I never got offended
Girl
as
that
someone
ever
who.
let you beat.
Of course.
I'm serious.
That's just funny. The thought of that. Like,
By the way, that was
you
brought up
having
in
sex and she wishing you was taller.
Yeah. So I feel her.
That's hilarious.
I'm on her side.
Yeah.
That came up in my
He said,
preference
yeah.
argument
She
that I
was
want to
giving
get
me
into
CeeLo
later,
bars mid-beat.
I just know they want us to be taller than this.
which is fine.
For sure.
I don't blame them at all.
That's why I keep buying the McQueens with the platforms. They're like, damn, Joe, you really like that McQueen? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, the Versace one that give you an extra inch.
I like being 6'5".
That's funny.
Throw in some 40 belows. You'll be all right.
Man, I put on 4 pair of socks, the McQueens. Man, I come to the club.
Anything to try to get it up there.
Come to
Right,
the
Paul?
club
Stay there,
looking
your
like
tippy toes.
Yeah. They think I'm Richard Jefferson when I come through.
That's the second week you mentioned Richard Jefferson. What's up?
Oh God.
What's up with RJ? What RJ said?
No, that's not my Eskimo brother. I don't think.
It probably is. He
I don't think.
was in New Jersey for a while.
But I'm the only one here that don't have a problem with some of the dudes that are my Eskimo brothers. It's more that want to fight at the whole Eskimo starting 5.
Well, are they taller?
Who? I don't even know who my Eskimo brothers are.
You know who your
last,
Eskimo brothers
Last
are.
week we came in here and told you it was Tory, and you kind of was a little. You didn't
I had
like it.
that was news. I don't know that.
I know, but you didn't receive it like it was good news.
I don't care. Like I didn't know that was a fact. Though. I thought y'all was
that's
just joking.
negative.
I don't know.
Though. I don't care. It's negative.
How is that negative? I really don't. You know I don't give a fuck.
I know, but you got it. That's negative
because
though.
he's shorter.
You got to big a dude up when you find out he on your squad.
No, you don't. You
That's hate.
absolutely do not.
Then that's hate.
No, it's not.
You can't be like, yo, me
new
too.
era,
That is
in the
hate.
new world. In the new world, is hate for sure. It's hate. In the new world,
Definitely,
it's
that's hate.
But I know I'm not hating. I don't care about that shit.
All right. So now that I know everyone's mental health is great,
That was your indicator?
y'all don't share that shit anyway.
No, we say good.
Yo, 5 years.
We say we're good.
5 years, and some of the things that are just stationary here just remain stationary. Like you guys' mental health, it never wavers.
No, we're just not
great.
like you who puts their mental health out to the entire
who wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yes.
Maul, don't make that face when I say I wear my heart on my sleeve.
I just smiled, bro.
Maul, I
Just
clicked
look at
on
your sleeve.
Hey, I clicked on. Shut up, Parks. I clicked on a Rory Insta live. I thought he was going to commit suicide right there on live.
Well, I was jamming.
What happened?
Oh, Joe's
What Rory was doing?
I was jamming. I don't know.
He looked
Playing
like-
happy music.
He looked like he was feeling blue.
I always feel blue.
He
Though.
wasn't even responding to none of my trolls. I was like, oh, let me leave the guy alone, man. He might be really
I don't think I
sad.
saw your trolls.
Then I saw Sam in the background. Sam was like, you know how the girl quietly tell you what to do in the background? I saw Sam say, yo, in that fucking live, my G, now, so we could talk.
Yeah, right.
Then Rory gonna
That'll
come
never
back
happen.
talking about, oh, all right, guys, the Jordan doc is airing.
I blamed it on Jordan.
Gotta go. You know I can't miss it at 9.
Yeah.
I'm like, Rory, we saw this 5 months ago.
I know. I've said I wasn't the one that downloaded the WeTransfer.
Oh.
I want to watch it in real time to give myself something to look forward to.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad.
I'm mad I watched it early, too.
I haven't watched it early.
I really enjoyed the last one, but we'll talk about it later.
The last one, like the final one, or 7 and 8?
No. I haven't seen the final one.
Okay.
I
It's
haven't.
not done
I
yet.
haven't seen 9 and 10.
It's not done. I think they're finishing it now.
But 7 and 8 was really good, and I really enjoyed that. Shout out to everyone who's here for the JBP Sports Takes. All right, come on, let's get right to it, man. Now that we know everybody's feeling good, feeling great, happy to be here, where do y'all want to start? I'm not starting with death because it's too dark and I'm in a good mood. Let's get to that a little bit later. Again, rest in peace to all the legends that we lost over the weekend. But let's start music, right?
Yeah.
Erykah Badu, Queen Erykah versus Queen Jill. Oh my God, the queens, man. Let me get a round of applause. Because, man.
It was a.
Yo, this was what my soul needed,
It was
you
a
guys.
spiritual exercise.
Yo,
if you will.
my soul needed internally.
That's what you needed.
Yeah. I'm not gonna hold you.
My crystal's charged up
They
a little
really
bit. It was good.
reminded me how much better women are than us.
That's a fact.
They're just like when women get in. When a woman is a woman, like they're better than us, man.
Even their sound was
Duh.
better. Like,
Everything
On all
about them
fronts.
was better. All right,
And Badu bodied RZA with the kung fu background.
come on, man. Everybody was kung fu fight. Yeah, it's true. All right, so let me tell the people what we're talking about. Saturday Night Versus, presented by Timbaland and Swiss Beats, co-hosted by Timbaland and Swiss Beats. Presented to us, Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott. 20 rounds. When it started, there was a wait. I was in Erykah's and Jill wasn't there, and there was about 100,000 people in there waiting.
Yep.
And then she couldn't figure it out, so I went to Jill's, and Jill had about 375,000 people in there waiting. And then they got together, but before they got together, Jill was just blasting us over the head with this poem that was
Yeah.
yeah.
oh man, it set a vibe.
It did.
It said I was really happy to hear this poem.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Did we catch the poetic person that was behind that?
I think there was a
get-
couple different people.
Yeah. Did
Actually,
you catch any
there's
of
a
the
couple different
names?
pieces.
Okay. Just
I
trying to give
didn't.
credit where
I
credit
thought
is
I
due.
heard Maya Angelou, but I could be wrong.
I
She
kind
might
of
have-
felt like that too, but I don't want to be the guy that attributes every great
Poem
poem to
to-
Maya
yeah.
Angelou.
Yeah.
Angelou.
That's a
enough.
safe
But
bet, though.
I really enjoyed whatever poem she was giving us. Boy, did I really enjoy Bruce Lee in the background of Erykah.
That was great.
Erykah, like you say, Rory. But then the battle started. If I remember correctly, Parks picked Jill before the battle.
I did.
The rest of us picked Erykah.
Yeah. Believe that's a fact.
Maul, you picked Erykah too, right?
Yeah.
I think we were all wrong.
Yeah. We all lost.
Facts.
Well, we all won.
We all won.
The culture won.
This time the fans really won, you guys.
As corny as that is, I think this might have been the first time I'll agree with the culture one. Like no one even kept score after You Got Me was played twice.
Word.
No one gave a fuck about the score.
Like I said they should do.
Like we all said they should do.
No, I don't think you said that.
I'm not gonna argue about who should play You Got Me.
I just want
But it was
Maul-
the smart thing to do, though.
I just want Maul to stop separating himself from us with things.
I don't do that.
You just did it.
Yeah, but I don't. You make it sound like I do that. Like, often.
All of us sat here and said, yo, that would be fly if when one person played
That
You
would
Got
be
Me,
fly.
the other person played You Got Me. And here you
Maybe.
come. Yo, I predicted that shit.
No, maybe I don't remember.
Who did you give that round to?
I gave it to Erica.
The live version or the regular one?
I gave it to Erica.
I always got to go live.
I mean, Jill's was
You're
more
so artsy.
virtuosic. Like the live performance is way more vocally virtuosic, but that's what a live version is supposed to be.
Savon, if you're here, can you send me the track listing of the whole battle? It's in there. All right.
And send us the definition to virtuosic. I mean, if we're gonna start describing music that way, then just forget it, buddy.
You
I guess
stick with cohesive.
Yeah. I would listen.
Okay.
I guess I would agree with you. I guess if that wasn't Jill's first ever live performance,
Or her first time
'Cause-
writing to that record too.
no, first time writer. I think there's gold in that.
Yeah, for sure.
Your first time performing live as a vocalist,
Scary.
there could be not gold in
Yeah.
that. And actually, she was highlighting that for me anyway. As the record was playing, she was like, "Can you hear that? Do you hear how nervous I was?" And I could hear it.
Yeah.
So I gave it to Erica just because I could hear that Jill was nervous there. But y'all are right. I stopped keeping score after a while.
and kind of how Black Thought introduced her. It wasn't like she was just, all right, this is the singing chick that we bring on tour that's just going to do all
Yeah,
our singing
he
parts.
bodied the intro.
He was like, this is the woman that wrote it. She's from Philly. Like, he set it up.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, that wasn't just all right, well, she's going to sing this part.
They did that thing that black women can do where they just tell fucking hypnotizing stories and make everyone forget why they're really here.
It was the only time.
We forgot it was a battle.
It was the only time in the versus battles as a whole where I was in between. I was always like, yo, just play the music, fam. Even when the stories was kind of good, I was like, all right, we're here to hear this battle. I was glued to my laptop. Oh, wait, you guys are playing music. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then they're just like look at them both.
Yeah.
Like you can
both beautiful women.
You can just stare at both of them.
Yeah. It was definitely a total opposite of what I think we thought going into it. Like, it wasn't no catty energy. It was like real dope. Two homegirls.
I owe an apology for even thinking that. I said that. That's the problem. When I be wrong across multiple platforms. Like I said that here. I said that on State of the Culture. Said on Insta Live. Like I just be wrong all over the place. There was no tension.
I thought it was kind of dope. I mean, Erica had put out one album, I think, before Who Is Jill Scott came out, but just still the reverence that Jill Scott, even being her friend and working with her and performing with her,
It added.
still had that, like, yo, I was
That aura.
27 in North Philly, like, holy shit, Erykah Badu is singing my shit. Like, it's crazy how one album for an artist can kind of change. I'm looking more at a god than I am at a peer. And that still happened, 30 years later?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope. It was real dope. That was definitely one of my favorite verses.
Was there a highlight for you?
I think when Erica's whole family came on to sing, which Jill Scott?
They was
record
trying to
that?
make me.
This way was
They
it?
was
Yeah,
trying
This
to
Way.
make me cry with that shit.
I just love that all her young kids know all the lyrics to This Way. Like, I thought that was fire. Like, because I pay attention to when you get around young kids in certain records, you can just tell that what their parents play in the house.
I thought you was about to say because I pay attention to detail. I said, shut
No,
up,
I'm not
Rory.
that person. No. But you've ever been around like more eclectically musically inclined kids where it's like, oh, all right, your parent plays a lot of music in the house from their generation.
Yeah.
Like, this kid shouldn't be humming this record right now.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope to see that. But again, I think that was just showing us exactly how, the relationship between Erica and Jill is at. Like, they really have like genuine love for each other.
I
was
like
dope.
seeing how, and I said this before. I like seeing the big bro, little bro. I like being able to see it because you could see it. Like Teddy Riley will always be that dude for me. But again, you could see that he was little bro.
Yeah.
Because Big Bro, even if you don't acknowledge him as Big Bro, he moves like Big Bro. So
Yeah.
I like seeing that with Erica and Jill too, even though, like you said, their careers are not separated by a whole bunch of years.
No.
But the respect level and the amount of experience and tutelage that Erica had and was able to share, that was on full display.
And kind of the opposite too, going from the big bro to little bro of, now you got to play that record Long Walk, when she was being sarcastic saying that I wrote for you. Like, just saying, I really wish I wrote that. And I don't want to make this a Kanye Drake thing, but before that whole thing happened, I loved when Kanye was saying during Watch the Throne, when this whole Drake energy came, I had to shift my whole life at that point. There's someone younger and newer and has much more idea of what's going on currently in the music space that I have to pay attention to now. And I don't know if that was directly what Erica was saying, but I'm sure when Jill Scott came on the scene, and who is Jill Scott, it's like, all right, someone else has entered my genre that I need to pay attention to.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to me saying that there's gold in writing something for the first time. When Jill Scott explained that was the first song that she, or chorus, or that she ever wrote for somebody, first placement, when I started singing it, I was like, damn, how did I not catch that? It sounds like it.
Yeah.
But the genius in that is if you take a 20-time Grammy Award winning writer and let him write something, it's going to sound like that. Like,
Yeah.
the similarities between the genius you come up with as a novice and the genius you come up with as an established writer, it's just intriguing to me. It's intriguing to me.
Yeah, which I maybe could kind of attest to, like the Sophomore Slump album thing. Like, you just have so much positive thinking and going into your first time doing something. Like, you haven't been kind of ruined by the reality of the music business. Like,
I think
you're
it's
just
a
so
absolute-
happy to do shit.
I think it's a lack of not thinking.
Yeah, more or less.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
there's less
sophomore-
distractions.
The sophomore album typically fails like that, and that where that terminology came from, because you're trying.
And
Yeah.
I'll say this: I think when Jill went in, and speaking for her, but when she went into that session, I'm sure she.
Yo, as
there's
a white man, you think you could speak for black women?
I know, it's crazy. It's insane that's happening. Cancel me. That there's
Again.
again,
In the same month.
Yeah, right. The expectations are much different. You're not solely focused. Like, she was painting the studio. She was saying, like, her expectations aren't on this huge pedestal that now I have to focus on every word that I'm doing because I know it's going to be torn apart and ripped apart. Like, I'm just writing now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you in saying that the novice of just walking into a studio for the first time and writing some shit can sound better.
Yeah.
There's no distraction. There's no expectation. There's no bullshit that comes along with what I'm writing.
It also doesn't hurt when you have a bunch of musical geniuses around you.
Yeah, I mean,
Questlove and
Quest
Black
can
Thought
help.
and
Sure it could.
Larry Gold and all those other people.
I totally disagree with that. Sure, it could hurt. Sure.
Well, it can make you nervous.
Yeah,
around you, for sure.
Did you? I was just about to say that before you said that, Parks. Fucking, you're bringing me in around the goats. Like,
Right.
These are the greats. That pressure don't build everybody up to perform to the best of their ability.
Well, that's true.
This guy, I think
I-
go ahead, Parks.
I was just going to say, I say that to say that when you have people around you that know, that are artists and creatives and brilliant people that know to let you do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure that they weren't stepping on her toes. Like, they were
Or can pick apart the
encouraging.
genius of it.
Yeah, they
like,
encourage.
all right, yeah, I see these 3 words. Keep focusing on these 3 words. Like, you have something right here. That can be helpful. But back to that, whatever episode we were talking about with artists, that you have to be able to market yourself for this and that, and some people just want to make music. To that point, you also need to step up, like, as a human being. Like, some people would be terrified in that situation and run away from it. That also is a factor that needs to be part of an artist's repertoire. Like, I need to be able to step up when the pressure is on to deliver.
Yeah.
That's
And
that's
she
part of
did.
artistry.
And she did.
Yeah, a lot of times people do that though. Like they'll put the songwriter or the vocalist, they'll put them in a room with like people that they know they're like, they look up to, and just to see how they handle it, how they react to it. And that's how you sometimes you're able to differentiate like who is actually gonna last in the business. Mm-hmm. Like when you put like an up and coming artist in a room with somebody they probably look up to, and they handle that in a way where they say hello, they called you, but then it's business. Like they're doing what they're there to do. Those are the ones that's usually gonna make it. The ones that fan out and go crazy, it's like, all right, you just happy to be here. You're not really trying to make an impact like that.
I want us to talk about the battle, the next week's battle that they teased, Nelly versus Ludacris. But should we talk about that first, or should we give credit to the 4 women that are atop the Billboard chart right now while we're on women?
Could do that quickly.
Yeah, right.
Let's get the flowers.
Yeah. Yeah, Meg, Doja Cat, Nicki, Beyonce. Number 1. Well deserved. Both really good records.
Yeah. What an amazing time in music.
Someone rolling dice? Oh.
I think the 3 of y'all could redo this as men's night. Hey, who who going first?
Maul is definitely Angie.
Nah, Rim could do this. Mo, you don't want to do Angie part?
Nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, Rory gonna come on telling y'all to bang this in your whips.
That's true. I wonder if Angie ever decided if she was going to go to LaGuardia or Kennedy.
It's such a tough
It
decision.
really is. You got traffic on one hand.
Angie
When
hates,
she said that bar, I was like,
I just
no,
wanna
she's
say-
got a point, though.
Angie really hates when you bring up any of her lyrics.
Angie's records were good, though.
I can see that. I can see her
Like
just
that's not
cringing at that.
Yeah, that's not where she at.
She don't
with
wanna
it.
talk
Of course
about
not.
that, yeah.
I love Angie.
But
And her records were
but she
good. They
feel
weren't
like that-
bad.
Fam,
Angie, yo, she had a
She had flow. Like,
look at niggas.
I'm just saying, like, let's not get it twisted. Her project wasn't bad.
I just still trying to figure out why I beefed with Sicario.
You just be beefing with anybody.
I know,
like that or
man.
listen.
My whole fucking life. Shout out to Angie.
Always.
Listen, congratulations to Doja Cat, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, and Meg Thee Stallion. First time in history that we have four women atop the four black women atop the Billboard charts, sitting at 1 and 2. Huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
This is Nicki's first #1. Super, super, super happy for her.
Dope.
yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that tweet, too, and I was like, really? I thought Starships was past #1.
Well, that was
For like weeks.
That's because it was #1 in your heart.
That's true. It definitely was.
Starships was.
Well, Nicki will
was your
always be
shit.
#1 in my heart.
Yeah, but Starships was just shit
Look
though.
at my shit. Yeah. Like, come on.
Yeah, this is her first #1. I read that.
Like, come on.
I wasn't shocked.
Like, everybody knows that.
I wasn't shocked about that because I felt like if Nicki ever had a #1, she would not let us forget that she's already had a #1. Like we kind of be knowing the stats because they post them.
Well, here's the thing. I'm starting to get really confused with stats.
Yeah, me too.
I'm lost.
I can't believe
I'm lost with records. I'm lost with Billboard. I don't get any of it. And now I really don't care.
none of it matters.
It doesn't.
At all.
None-
But I'm happy that they got that because both those records are really good.
Well, I'm happy they got it because I know they all wanted it. Well, with the exception of Beyonce, of course, probably. Well, I mean, she probably wanted it too for Houston.
Well, even then I read something that her Ed Sheeran song, whenever that came out for whatever movie it was like Beyonce's first #1. I was like, since fucking when? I don't get any of these stats.
Yeah, me.
I know that Meg wanted the song to reach the top. It's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
I feel like Doja, same applies for her. I'm not too familiar with Doja Cat.
She makes good
she's
music.
dope.
Yeah,
She's really dope.
She makes good
Really dope
music.
artist.
If you tell
she has
me
a great
anybody
personality.
in the world made a song called "Bitch I'm a Cow," I'm not gonna listen to him.
That was a classic.
Well,
that's
hold
the-
on,
but-
hold on. Do you like cows? You eat a lot
I
of
like steak.
All right, so maybe give it a shot.
Well, maybe
Maybe you're a cow too.
I'm not a cow.
See, it went over your head. That lyrical venom went over your head.
I'm not a cow. guys.
And if I was a cow, I
I'm a
wouldn't
Joe.
make a verse about being a cow.
Well,
Yeah, you
are you going to live your truth?
I would spit.
You
in
said you only
metaphors.
come in the booth with truth.
I'd be the first cow with metaphors.
Or maybe, bitch, I'm a cow is a metaphor.
No, I'd be the first cow with other animal setups. Try to pig in
Yeah.
here.
You would definitely
horse
be-
around, get you.
Let the chickens play the coop.
You sound like a battle rapper when they start struggling. And
Yeah.
it's like, nah, we heard you, fam. That
It wasn't. Oh, y'all want me to rewind that, nigga? No, fast forward.
And then they tap their man like, it's going over their head. They don't even hear it. And their man's like, yeah.
Yo, two things that's great about watching the battle rappers, man. You could tell when he's trying to overhype some bullshit. That's the greatest thing ever. And you could tell when he know his man getting chewed.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
the
yeah,
latter
yeah.
is my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
He's still trying to be confident.
Cause the rapper dude's still hitting his man. Cause this man heard the verse already.
Yeah, yeah.
His
yeah.
man's like, nah.
I'm glad they kind of deaded the
It's
man's.
hitting different up here.
Yeah, that shit ain't. That sounded
That
better
was
in the
different
living
in
room.
the crib.
Yo, like the older Mook battles, like his friends used to rap the verse with him the whole time. I used to hate that shit. Like, were you rehearsing the entire time with your mans? Why he know this verse better than you?
He done heard it for the last 3 summers. Done heard them bars.
Yo, every line I killed my living room with, it kind of didn't work against Hollow.
Whatever. Was like, when
It- it-
when
it-
Brooklyn
it-
and
it-
Harlem
it-
started
Joe?
going,
Every line that Surf said would kill didn't go over so well on stage.
you know, Hollow, listen to this right now. I told you guys that Surf wrote everything.
Oh, shout out to Hollow, man. Yeah, congratulations to Nicki, Beyonce, Meg, and Doja Cat.
I saw Savon was up in arms that she didn't show her titties like promised.
Oh yeah, people were killing her. She promised a nude pic or something, right?
She said she would show her titties really hard.
I expect that from the bitch I'm a cow mind.
Listen, when she did her response video, I started to like her more. Like, yeah, y'all got fooled. Sorry. The fuck you want from me? I'm not showing you my titties.
See, that's the thing too. Like, people only know her for that record, but like, if you really listen to her, like, she has a lot of like good records.
You was there when she was underground. You was with
this guy
her.
will come in with some positive vibes for the women, won't he? Nah, you're talking about her first EP.
Because
but
that's how I knew her.
Y'all just on Doja Cat?
Huh?
Y'all just on Doja Cat now?
I'm admitting that.
I knew about it when she was underground.
Yeah, that's what Maul was doing. Go ahead, get it off.
No.
She was on Two
I'm not the
Doughboys.
biggest Doja Cat fan, but I
When
do
her
know
and
that's how
Janae linked, nobody even heard that one. Like,
When they
no.
linked.
No, that's how I knew her. I only knew her for the Bitch I'm a Cow record. And I was like, I thought that was just some gimmicky shit. But then when people started sending me like records, I'm like, oh, she can.
No, she can make
She has
good
like a few. Yeah, she has good music.
She can rap.
She really does.
Yeah.
You reached out?
No,
Like, yo, you working on something?
no.
Like her
That's not
career?
how I reach out. You working on something?
Yeah,
Well, clearly I'm working on something.
What you working on right now? Yo, I have deleted a comment underneath Snow Allegra's Instagram all week.
Oh God!
Why?
I'm happy you have.
I deleted them.
She don't seem like she with that. Whatever you're about to say.
That's why I delete them.
Yeah.
She's not into that stuff.
No, she's not.
Are you just going crazy under her pics?
I mean, was I going crazy or was she?
Just you, by the way.
No, it was just you.
It was
Joe.
just you.
Nah,
She was not
that's
going
talking about
crazy.
She was going to a little quarantine outfit to go to the store. I'm home like, word? You just gonna go to the store like that?
I'm so happy you deleted these.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
It probably was worse than that.
What emoji you gave her?
Joe gave her the tongue emoji in public.
Nah, everybody.
In public.
You gave a public tongue.
She's just so cool to me.
You are such a loser.
Yo, you are such a clown, Joe. She's just so cool to me. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, want to tell you how corny I am? Want me to tell you?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Look, this podcast is only based off how corny I am.
So?
Yeah, we support you though.
I just want to hear your mind, like what you think is corny.
All right, I'll share. After don't laugh before I share though.
Got to laugh.
After I deleted all the comments that I almost wrote, clicked on a little Insta snap this morning, right? Well, yesterday and this morning. She's posting some tunes, like songs she thought was cool, which turned me into I just have such a connection with your music taste.
Oh my God.
Yo, your taste is such a vibe.
Oh my
Did I even hit the drops this podcast?
God.
You said you had a dream about her?
No.
Word.
No,
Oh my God.
Joe Biden. No.
I will say though,
Parks.
I won't let you be on this ledge by yourself.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not saying nothing because y'all are too cool.
In my younger days,
So last year,
Younger.
Yeah.
It's last week.
guys, I'm in my 30s now. Everyone relax.
you know Rory get the aux and try to freak off.
Freak off.
He try to find the connector track.
I was definitely the put you on to vibey. Here's a mixtape. Here's a playlist. Well, playlists weren't really popping then, but yeah, I burnt a few discs in my day.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
Yeah, come on.
I was
No,
definitely that guy.
Look,
we spoke about that though. Like niggas used to make CDs like
Yeah,
mixes.
no, that was like my shit though.
yeah, that was the
That
shit.
should be a shit.
Yeah, if a girl asks you to send her a playlist now, that's flirting.
No, you got to just send it to her without the ask.
No, I got to get paid
Nah,
to make
that's-
a playlist.
That's creepy. Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, you gotta let me kill. That is a joke. I don't even talk like that. I don't even talk like that.
That's what you said to Snow.
You gotta let me kill for the playlist. You gotta let me kill for the playlist, yo.
That is so aggressive.
That's disgusting.
Yo, I got.
Yo, I'll be honest with you. Until you said that back to me, I'd been saying that for like 7 years, 8 years. Until you said it back to me, I was like, yeah, it does sound kind of
It's
fast.
crazy, fam. It's crazy. Listen, I thought beat was a little crazy, but we rock. We rock with beat.
Kill is nuts.
Yeah, we can't. We got to get rid of beat too.
Fam.
We got to get rid of beat. If we get rid of beat, it's like, all right, where we at?
Fam, she's not a board game. She's not like the final level of something. You didn't beat her.
Or is
The
she?
end boss.
She shared herself with you.
Oh, you shared. You need to get out.
All right. Don't worry about it. Forget it. Don't worry about it. Yo, listen.
So you made love to her.
Yo, men are so stupid, man.
Because she
We are
shared
so
herself?
dumb. No, we're just dumb. Like, men are just dumb, man.
Come on, let's talk about the battle that they teased, Nelly versus Ludacris.
Tease.
We got shit to talk about, so we sitting here bullshitting around.
Word.
It's gonna be a 5-hour joint. Nelly versus Ludacris. I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised at the Nelly disrespect. Even if you think that this is
Niggas
a
disrespecting
win
Nelly?
for Ludacris. Yeah.
Joe, I was in my
I
apartment
can't believe it.
pacing.
I think this is a win.
I was outraged at the Nelly disrespect. I have Luda winning, but the way y'all speaking about Nelly,
It's crazy,
It
man.
hurts me.
Me too.
I don't know that I have Nelly win or Nelly losing.
You know what's funny?
I got
though?
Luda
Might
winning.
win.
I have Luda winning only because of his features. Like when he started playing Major Look and Lovers and Friends, and I don't have him playing Stomp with Young Buck, but if he did, like he's just got big features.
He's got some
his
shit.
anthems are like really anthems, and boy, there's a lot of them. He got intros from his albums he could play. Like I think Nelly was gonna have a hard time keeping the same momentum for 20 joints. Like
Yeah.
for about 13, 14 joints,
Yeah,
Nelly's
so-
right there going crazy.
Because some of his hits are a little like you're not going to play the country record, but that was a huge record.
I'm playing-
Whoa.
That's in my later round.
I don't know if I'm not playing that Tim McGraw record.
I'm playing that in the last 5.
Nelly has a country record that might not be the Tim McGraw record that is fire, that I heard in every Walgreens for like 5 years.
Yeah, you can't disrespect Nelly though. Nelly got too many. He got too many hits.
I was
too many
I was
joints,
offended.
man.
I was
It's-
He got way too
unsettled,
many
man.
hits.
It's yeah, but
And he got hits. Well, both of them. But Nelly got pop hits like when it was like you had to really put a record out. It wasn't no streaming.
I mean, it's,
Like he was
same
he
with-
was doing
he
numbers.
went diamond in
doing
real
numbers. Yeah, like he was doing numbers when it was like the numbers. It was hard to do numbers. Like what he was doing. That was like he was on a whole nother level. Like so, I don't understand why. It may be, but again, a lot of these kids that's online now, they were a little too young, maybe. But then they would also have to be too young to really know about.
Yeah,
Ludacris
that's
like that,
everyone
too.
in my mentions was like, "Yo, they don't know they too young for Nelly." I'm like, "Well, Luda's
the same
about
era.
the same
Yeah,
era."
you have to be too young for Luda
a couple
too,
years
but-
off, but
Yeah. I don't know why how they would disrespect. And Nelly has real hit records.
I think it's a good matchup, and I think it'll be a really good battle.
I got Nelly winning this battle. Fuck it.
I like it, Parks. I'm still going
Country
Luda,
Grammar
but I
came
like the
out
confidence.
in 01, right?
Yes.
Or 2000.
Yeah, 2001.
2000. No, 2000, I think.
And Luda came
it
out a
pre
little
9/11?
bit before that.
Yeah, it was definitely 2000 because I was a senior in high school.
I think Luda first
that
album might
I
have came
bought
out in
Country Grammar.
99.
Really?
No,
I first saw Little Bow Wow debuting in the What's Your Fantasy remix video when I lived
remember.
with my baby moms on Union and West Side in Jersey City. And that was the
Ludacris
90s.
came out
Next to the Dairy
his
Queen.
first album was
Yeah.
in 2000. Huh? Luda's first album was 2000.
No.
that makes sense.
1999.
I
makes
remember
sense.
getting
1999
Luda's
was
first
his first
album for
album.
my birthday.
Wait, Parks,
Back for the first time came out in 2000.
Parks, what'd you say?
Incognegro was 1999 with What's Your Fantasy and all that.
Yeah.
No, Back for the First Time was the joint. That was the real first album, which had What's Your Fantasy on it.
Even if he came out in 2000, they would have been working What's Your Fantasy
Of
in
course, in
99.
99. Yeah, whatever.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Got it. But I'll be glued to it. I'll be glued to this battle. I look forward to it. I feel like we suggested this battle a few weeks ago.
Oh, did we? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I feel like we did.
Oh, yeah, Country Grammar was 2000.
And that made me feel bad a little bit because it's like I want Nelly to go against someone he can like beat. Like I thought Nelly's appearance in this Versus thing would lead people to appreciate what Nelly has done, not kill him more.
Oh no,
Well, that's the internet. You can never gauge.
He's gonna earn some.
I think
he's gonna earn some respect.
I think Nelly will end up coming out of this the same way Jonte Austin came out of his verses. I think it'll be a new respect for him.
They keep rigging the fight for these Atlanta niggas.
Atlanta has shown up in.
They are
in
rigging
these
the fight
verses.
for these Atlanta guys. Jonte went crazy. Lil Jon went crazy. Sean Garrett and Dream was from Atlanta, so it didn't matter. They both went crazy. Fucking
Babyface.
yeah, babe. Yeah, come on, man. They bugging out.
Wasn't Babyface? Aren't they Cleveland by way of Atlanta?
Yeah, but LaFace.
But I
is-
mean,
Yeah, it's Atlanta.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, fair enough.
they're rigging the fight for Atlanta, and here comes another Atlanta guy, Ludacris. But whatever, I'll be
he's
watching.
gonna have the
This
easiest
guy,
day.
Ludacris.
I don't think he's gonna have the easiest day.
I got Nelly winning this one.
Yeah, I don't know
standing
why
by that.
people thinking that about Nelly. I don't get that.
Nelly's got a lot of hits, man.
Because I went through it in through my Nelly discog, and after
He got some he got records, man.
after 15, I had a hard time with like a winner against Ludacris.
Yeah,
That's what
because
I'm saying.
Nelly has 2 giant albums. Luda has a whole catalog.
Like Luda can play All I Do Is Win. He's like, well, he got mad guest verses that are just
Yeah.
powerful, and Nelly does not.
See that? Okay, that's the thing about the verses.
You want
When
you
you
want the
start-
rules to be more in order. Like, why are you able to play your guest verses?
Yeah, if that wasn't on your album and that wasn't your record, it's like okay, you were on it, but
Well-
Ludacris made that Made You Look remix.
Nah, Kiss went crazy on it.
Well, they all went crazy.
But the
I
record
mean,
was a big record before any of them got on it, too, also.
That's a huge fact.
Yeah.
That was a fucking monster.
Like, that's
record.
the thing about the remix
But
record.
the
It
remix
was already a
almost
big
acts like a
record.
different record, though.
It
That
did.
would be true normally, and it is true. He's right.
And whatever his bar when,
But-
when they drop the beat, have your
That's-
street,
yeah,
have your
that's
shit
what I-
out on the street like evicted tenants. Like it was a moment.
Yeah, the remix kind of felt like a different record. Either way, I look forward to it. I look forward to seeing this battle. I will be there. I will be glued.
yeah.
And
That's this weekend, right?
Yep, Saturday night. I like that they moved the times up for these verses.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
I like
more
the 7
curious-
o'clock start.
I do too. I'm more curious what Luda's. I know what Nelly's gonna play. I'm not sure how Luda's gonna approach this. He has a lot to grab from.
Like Luda can play Usher, yeah.
Yeah.
He shouldn't though.
Yeah, see, that's what
He
I'm saying.
shouldn't.
Like,
I'm with
come
Maul on this. He shouldn't play
Yeah,
that.
it's like I get it. You were on the
Nah,
record,
but he
come
kinda-
on, fam.
he was a big part of
Come
that
on,
record.
man.
But it's not
was a
like
big
T
part.
Pain where Pain can play all this because the hook made the record. Like unless your verse was the shit that made the record, I don't know if you should play it. Like
His verse
all right,
sort of kind of made that
can Nelly play Where the Party At with Jagged Edge?
Yes.
I think he can because that verse was fucking amazing.
I need to hear that.
But I don't know if Luda can play every one of his features.
I mean, especially to me, again, not the remixes. But yeah, he could play because that was as much his song. Not as much his
No.
song, but it was his song too.
That's an Usher record, man. Joe, you and I were talking about how underrated this verse is.
Fam,
It's a great record.
I'm giving Nelly 2 points when this come on. Only because, and I figured it out, man, when I was watching all the Nelly disrespect. I'm like, damn, why do me as a New York guy have so much of an affinity for Nelly? But Nelly is another one of those dudes. Like, I guess if the Midwest dudes got popping up here, like New York took a real different liking to them. And Nelly was one of them dudes. Once Country Grammar, the song, not the album, like worked in New York,
Did
We
it?
like
he was one of ours.
the biggest.
where I was at. We like Nelly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
like
Nelly
Nelly. That
was
the thing.
huge in New York
he was
City.
yeah, everybody liked Nelly.
I
He
was
can
in
go in any market and people would embrace him.
I was in Speed when EI came out. Mm-hmm. It worked. Yeah, Nelly got
it
a
worked in the clubs?
Oh my! Let me tell you, I
was
might
too young.
yeah. 100%.
It worked for
No,
kids.
it went.
I'll tell you that
no,
much.
we
We
went
love that record.
crazy when that came on. Shit, and then Hot in Here worked, but by then I was mad because I was an artist trying to get a record worked on radio, and
Yeah, I was
Hot in Here's a
outside as a
two-pointer.
teenager when Hot in Here was. That worked
Hot
for
in
sure
Here
when I was
versus-
trying to see how my dick worked.
yeah, you wasn't getting a record worked on radio while Hot in Here was out.
Hot in Here verse is the.
I'm going Hot in
tough
Here.
one. Me too.
Well, that's not fair because Hot in Here is all Nelly's. Don't play your guest verse against my
Against
classic.
yeah, for real.
It might happen.
This is why people can't disrespect Nelly because Nelly has a lot of hit records, man. Like not his featuring shit. He has huge records of his own that's on his albums.
Y'all don't know what I was doing in Club Envy when Hot in Here came on.
Taking off all your clothes.
I was gonna say
On the side of the speaker, grinding on something.
1000%. And right after that, they used to throw on, "This is for my number one," and you could tell.
Man, when that came on,
Nah, but let me tell you how whack I am because I used my music intelligence in the club. So when the DJ sometimes would be scratching a record in too early,
knew it was
I knew it was. I was like,
Anticipated the blood.
Love You Better coming.
Underrated
You had,
LL.
you had to grab something immediately.
Fam, you can't just sit there by yourself when Love You Better comes on.
No.
It's a record.
You had to leave if that was the case.
That was a joint. I might have got dissed in Club Envy by a girl to that record and just danced with her anyway.
Like in the area of which she was at.
I just kept 2-7.
Yeah, I don't know if dudes,
Wait, hold on.
dudes couldn't fuck with me as an area dancer.
Nah, that's a topic. How you maneuver
Get in the area.
how you maneuver after being dubbed for the dub. Like,
Yeah.
you kind of got to just dance it off and pretend
No,
like
you gotta,
like
you
you
gotta
knew it
just
was
dance in
aight.
the area and talk to her like, yo, why you acting like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of just talk
but
it in.
But it is always fun. You're talking about how you maneuver after you get dubbed. The topic is just, how do you get in her area? That's the best,
Yeah.
watching guys
Yeah.
try to get in the area of the girl that they have targeted.
And by the way,
Yeah.
men think we're very incognito in doing that. We can all spot it when
Oh,
we're trying
man.
to. It's the easiest thing in the world to spot.
Fam.
Because why are you over there? It's that simple. You just gotta look at your man like, yo, why
Like,
you over
yo,
there?
we're all over here. What are you doing?
Yeah, like everybody over here, you over there. What you doing over there?
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dumb ass. Excuse me, pass me a straw. Nigga, you don't have a drink. Why are you reaching over me to the little straws?
Yeah. Where's your drink at?
Nah, but the super aggressive dudes that do it, like they look like they're casing the whole joint. Like some shit might pop off, and they really just trying to scoot over and dance with shorty. Like, stop
yeah,
looking
they-
around like that, dog. You're
Nah, they
you're
found
making
it.
me
They found it.
nervous.
Because
They're trying to make they move.
That's the wild shit. You calculated on how to get in her area. Now you get over there and just start hitting the awkward two-step when you get over there. Like,
Cause she see you the whole time.
The whole time.
hey,
She see you the whole time. Like,
Nah.
look at this one. Look at him.
that's when these duck ass niggas just try to act like her song is his song. Like,
I love Pink. Pink is my shit.
I love t-shirt and my panties on. Adina. She took it there with this one, right? I was that nigga. I'm trying to talk to you while I'm grooving.
God.
Where you from?
Niggas don't do that no more, man.
You ever-
Niggas don't even do that in the clubs no more.
How's your ego been affected when you've kind of got behind shorty to dance and she was dancing, then did that little turnaround look to see if you was cute or not,
Q check.
and then she took a step forward, right back to her
Oh,
homegirls.
man.
How'd
That
your
fucked
ego
the whole
take
night.
it? It's happened to
Your
every
whole
man.
night Your whole night is fucked
Happened
up.
to every dude.
Your whole night is fucked up.
I don't want to even tell the Me Too movement of some of our shenanigans back then.
Yeah, no.
We should
we'll
edit
keep that.
just
We'll
any,
leave that back
that
there.
word. You should just edit.
But women was doing it too, though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
women was in the club trying to press their buttocks on us.
Of course.
Yeah, it was a thing.
Their buttocks.
Yeah, but that's taking advantage. Don't use the song to try to see how big my dick is right now. Like, let me... like, that's kind of crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, because I'm not even ready. Like, I'm not even like, you know what I mean? You doing that now? You just got me all wrong.
No,
now.
that's
Like,
when I step back, two-step alone, and position the hammer.
Hand in your pocket.
Hey, let me
hold
let me
on.
sit this
Let me
thing
move
right. She want to play?
Let me get some blood flowing.
Damn, we can't even position the hammer no more.
Nah,
listen.
Actually, you got to leave the hammer in the car. You can't even bring that with you no more.
No, that's not true. I'll position the hammer during a movie.
During the movie.
Yeah, well, not in the movie theater.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say, you still giving it up like
Nah,
that?
like a movie in the crib. You gotta go upstairs and put your soft pajamas on.
Yeah. Silky one.
With no underwear on.
Yeah, the shit that's gonna show her what time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just lean back, lean in a way where there's exposure.
Nah, but when I got to like college party shit, it was when the clothes started to change. So like we were wearing tighter pants and sweatpants were cooler. Like when she would press her ass on you, like now I'm hard, fam. I don't have any protection here. I have loose ass sweatpants in the club. Like when the fashion changed, that shit sucked. I was used to be protected by
that's what
hard
it's like.
denim.
Yeah, no, you're
Hard denim.
right. Yeah, that was trash.
Like I need to leave. I need to go to the bathroom.
And girls think they so. Girls think they're so fucking slick anyway, because while the movie is on and she see you went upstairs to slip into something a little more comfortable, and you come downstairs, now she all of a sudden is giving you a little rub on the thigh. Her hand keep going higher. Bitch, you know that ain't my thigh up there. Like, you know that's not my thigh.
She know what's up there. Women be knowing what they doing. They know what they doing.
And we're back with laughs that you'll never know what we were laughing at.
Oh, but I wish they could.
Yeah, they could. Go ahead.
No, I'm cool.
No. We can't do that.
Anyway, Ma, I was viciously attacked all weekend, and no one was there to help.
Who attacked you?
All of them. Everyone did.
The thems.
Why were they attacking you?
Joe deserved to be attacked sometimes.
Natalie Nunn and Jacob.
Oh, that's our man?
And Breonna Stewart.
Who's that?
And some other gold medalist.
Oh, from WNBA. Yeah.
Everyone from the Seattle Storm.
That's one of my favorite teams.
Brianna got game, though. She can attack you. She got game.
Fucking make that bitch touch the floor, nigga.
She would, fam. She would embarrass you.
I'm kidding. I said that in Parks Panther, his cat licking it herself. Yeah, listen, I've been attacked, man, and as a Virgo, I'm not ever going to miss an opportunity to come in here and play victim. So
that is true. And a narcissist to talk about yourself. This is like your favorite combo.
Why do we trash people who play victim?
Well, when they're not supposed to be victims.
When they're not the victim.
You're not the victim, fam. Shut up.
Yeah. So it's like, get out.
Well, of course I'm not the victim. That's why I'm playing victim.
Oh, so you just like the sport of playing victim. Oh, no, it's funny.
You can't play victim.
Nah, yes, you can. Yo.
Okay, in this situation, yes, because it's funny.
Playing
when
victim
people are not the victim,
is
the real victim.
Playing the victim is a turnover from your opponent.
It's true.
They threw it out of bounds.
Art of war
You
shit.
left the lane open. If I get to play victim, the lane is wide open for a monster slam.
That's true.
So here we are. I get to play victim. Yes, I'm going to do it. No, I don't really feel like I'm a victim. But Natalie Nunn attacked me all day long one of those days. Threatened to get me beat up by her husband. And if that wasn't enough...
Would that be enough?
Y'all let the fucking Seattle Storm attack me.
Well, you deserve that part. You deserve that part.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
She invited me to a full court.
Me and Parks have been inviting you and Maul to a full court, and you've been ducking that, so I know you're going to duck her too.
Y'all don't want that. But
Parks and I have been active.
Y'all don't want that, though.
Yeah.
I know what y'all been
that.
saying, but I don't think y'all want that.
want that.
Joe definitely don't want no part of Breonna Stewart. I can tell you that right now.
You don't think so?
No.
Joe,
Absolutely
You pick
not.
her?
I played with you in
She has
Hoboken.
she has a lot of game. Like a lot.
How many points you think she could score on me?
All of them?
How many
points
she
you
want?
going to?
How many she want to score? How many does she want to score?
What if I turn on my lockdown defense?
No.
She'll pick that lock.
No.
That's a little bullshit.
I'm sure she's
lock
played
from
against
from
better
Family
defense.
Yo,
Dollar.
for the people that don't know what we're talking about, the Jordan doc was on. They was talking about the Bulls versus the Sonics in the finals. They were showing all the Sean Kemp, Gary Payton highlights. I love Seattle so much. I miss the Sonics. I tweeted, yo, Seattle deserves a basketball team. Listen, they attacked me. I was looking for help from my brethren. That would be you guys.
Wait, we were supposed to defend you in the Seattle?
Yes, y'all are my brethren. We're supposed to play them 4-on-4.
Oh, let's do it.
Actually, 5-on-4. They could have 5 because we dudes, you know what I mean?
No,
Yeah, okay.
can we do 5 and they do 4?
That is so sexist.
We gonna need some subs and all of that.
Yeah, they call me sexist because I want the Sonics to come back. Like, look at what makes you sexist, though.
Yeah, I don't know if that's sexist.
We should play them.
But I do like the
on
fact that
YouTube.
she said that though. Like I like that.
Whatever.
Yeah, I was into the energy.
Tomorrow, I'm starting a GoFundMe for victim sympathy. just you don't have to pay.
just click the link.
Yeah, just show me some sympathy. All right, come on. What else y'all want to talk about? A lot to get to. I don't want to get to death yet.
Oh no, Maul wanted to bring up a tweet you had. Let's attack you some more.
Oh, Maul had a topic finally.
Yeah,
7 years.
I saw that tweet.
Finally.
I saw that tweet that you posted, Joe. You can't.
Was it a post and delete?
Was it? You might have deleted it.
You stayed on
But
your
the one,
words?
you know, once
Or you
it's
deleted
out there, it's out there. You know, once it's out there.
What tweet you talking about? I dropped so many gems.
Well, you tweeted. You know, well, Well, this particular
Yo, you picked one up?
Tweeted.
Was it?
Yeah, I picked one up.
You picked up one of my.
Was this the
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
Morning Guys tweet?
No, it wasn't that one. It was the one he said, only NYC bartenders would support a doofy with money or something like that. Or no one supports a doof with money like an NYC bartender.
Okay. Which is Joe's clique on the low.
Right.
But
Who?
The Star Tenders.
Tenders.
No, I fuck the smart ones.
That's still the clique though.
No, they don't.
Yeah, it's still
they
part
don't,
of
they
the
don't
clique.
click up with them other ones.
Oh, it's teams are
See,
separated.
if you know anything here, you know there's cliques and bartenders.
Oh, of course.
oh, absolutely.
I don't fuck
We
with
know
that. The clique that we talking about, I don't fuck with that clique.
Okay.
Oh, that's the Brooklyn clique.
So what do you?
Anyway, so I saw that
Now,
tweet.
look, anyway, now he don't want to expose that he does know the cliques to whoever's
Oh
listening.
no, there's definitely clicks
Okay.
amongst coworkers
but,
for sure.
but let your special
Just not
lady
going to
that's
separate them
listening
by
know that.
borough. That's all.
Yeah, no, it's definitely clicks. But yeah, you can't tweet that though, Joe.
Why?
Because it's not fair. It's not fair.
Because I'm a doof with money.
Yeah.
No.
And they
It's
and,
not fair.
and
It's
they
not-
support you.
It's not fair to them because what are they supposed to do?
Not support dukes with money. Well, actually, if you think about a strip club, the whole
Really?
point of a strip club is to take advantage of the doofs with money.
Yeah.
That's
That's
this is
actually
why you
that's
can't
actually
tweet
the
that.
whole purpose of a strip club.
They're just doing what they're supposed to do. What they've been doing for years. Like that's nothing new.
That's how they were trained.
I just have New York pride. That's all. I mean, it
I understand what you mean.
wasn't an indictment against any of those young ladies. Let me stop playing and be serious for a minute. It wasn't an indictment against any of them. With unemployment being,
Then what was an
That's
indictment
exactly
on?
what it was.
What are you
That's
talking
exactly what it
about?
was.
What was an indictment on? Kev?
That's exactly who it was. It was an indictment against them.
you didn't.
And I'm saying that's not fair to them because that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to be eye candy. They're supposed to, play to this fantasy, make you believe that they're into you, make some drinks, make you, it's a good time, provide a good time for you. And that's all they were doing.
Then I apologize.
There you go. Simple.
No, this wasn't as fun as pre-production.
Did it come up in pre-production?
Yeah, and it was a way funnier conversation.
I'm pretty sure it was things that were said in pre-pro that we can't say.
Whoa,
here.
whoa.
Okay. Well,
what were we saying?
I was defending Joe and saying
Yeah, I hate Maul.
Joe was a doof without money and
Fuck
they were still
Maul.
supporting him.
No, but I'm speaking to. It's not.
I can't
it's not-
stand Maul, man.
Forget the do for money part. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about that they were doing what they do. That's what they're supposed to do. So it did come across like an indictment against what they were doing. And I was just saying to Joe, you can't say that because that's what they do.
I can't
They're
because
supposed to-
I indict anybody that is supporting that.
They're supposed to, but they're supposed to be eye candy. That's it. That's all. That's all they're supposed to do is they're just supposed to be eye candy. That's it.
Okay.
And that's what they were
You know
doing.
what, Maul? Nowadays, I'm looking for brain candy.
All right.
Okay, Joe. I know. You can't wait to Starlet's reopen. I know,
Word.
but you looking for brain candy. I know.
You can't wait for that Patron straight.
Them bitches will
from the
never get
bartender.
another dime out of me.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Sorry,
oh
buddy.
my God.
Sorry.
Remember that whole
You
liar
gotta
thing
just
at the
let-
beginning of the
just let Joe
podcast?
talk, man.
Sorry,
Just let
buddy.
Joe
I'm
talk.
sorry. I'm sorry, buddy.
You're lying right now.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm not.
Okay, will we admit that the Star Tenders are one of the attractions that New York City has left?
Joe's gonna open his own strip club. That's what Joe's gonna do.
You and Fifth?
Gotta think big. Fifth got his own strip club already. That's where I'll be as soon as New York opens.
It's a good strip club.
No, I'm going. I think they miss me.
They do.
I'm sure. Wait, hold on. Because those chicks be at that strip club too.
Maul.
No, they miss everybody. Trust me. We see what they're doing right now in the pandemic.
What are they doing, Mo?
Making money on
What they doing?
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I spoke to Safari yesterday about OnlyFans.
Oh my God. What did he have to say?
Who just laughed in the
He
background?
suggested that we all start one.
He would suggest that.
He suggested
that's
we all
not
start
happening.
one. This is before he leaked how much him and his wife were actually making on there when he was going back and forth with Kaya. But he said, yeah, he made 6 figures in 2 weeks.
Good for him.
He said you don't have to post but so much. He said whatever you post, you can charge them to unlock it. Like he freaked it with a shower vid. They had to unlock it. That's
So wait, he's on
How
there
did he
getting
describe
butt
that to
naked?
you?
He said, yo, when I want to give him something a little extra, I go hop in the shower,
Oh my God.
get soapy.
This is what you and Safari talk about?
Oh my God, that's
Business.
a disgusting combo. Did you spray your phone with alcohol after that conversation?
I hope you had a mask on.
No, you went to the
'Cause
shower.
that was a nasty conversation.
Mo, you be going in the shower getting soapy.
Yes, I use soap.
But he
in the
doesn't,
shower.
he doesn't post it.
Absolutely.
I didn't say
That's
you.
part of-
I didn't say you soap. I said you be getting soapy.
There's a difference.
It's a difference.
It's a
We
difference
all
between
use soap.
soapy and
Yeah,
using
yeah,
soap?
yeah.
Okay.
Washing
What's the
your
difference,
ass and getting
Joe?
soapy are
What's the
different.
difference?
Yeah, tell me the
Yeah,
difference
okay,
between getting
it's
soapy
fine.
and using
It's
soap.
fine. I'll expose myself. I'll do it. Now I have the body wash thing in my shower.
You finally are not using a bar of soap anymore.
Yeah, well, I use
At
both.
40.
Irish Spring alone.
No, I hit him with some Irish Spring. Then I double back on the soap lather.
Okay.
Give him some body wash.
Double soap.
Using soap is when you put the appropriate amount of body wash.
On the loofah or rag.
When you
or
put
whatever,
too much of the body wash,
to make it soapy.
it gets soapy. I like that.
Is that a negative though? It's good to get soapy though, right?
It's good for me. I start out on the chest and I'd be like, damn, I made it to my ankles. Damn. This shit gets really soapy.
This is a good brain.
is
Start reading the back of it and everything. I got to get 5 of these.
For real. Nah, it was sold out last time with the Acme. All right, where we at? What are we talking about? A lot happened. Let's see. There's a new Meek snippet that he put out that sounds like a vibe.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys heard it or not.
I did not.
I hear it.
Banks put
Yeah, I heard
something. Banks put something new out.
With Vado,
A
yeah.
couple somethings.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's what we can talk about really briefly. Well, as Rory finds something for us to discuss, been down my YouTube rabbit hole again.
Oh,
Okay.
God, here we go.
This time on music docs.
Oh, okay.
So I watched the Tony doc on YouTube,
Saw you tweeting.
and I saw some short High Five doc on YouTube, and it got me to thinking.
Is this the one that comes on TV One?
The Tony one was not. I can't say where the High Five one has ever been aired or published or who produced it. But watching the stories of both of those two groups got me to thinking there needs to be some type of just informative show that schools us on all the horror stories attached to our favorite R&B groups. Like the Tony doc, and I was a little bit aware of this story, but not so much. I just kind of heard my uncles talking about it as a kid when you say, hey, what happened to these guys? In the Tony doc, they just describe horror stories of regular artists not getting paid, the band members not getting paid for years and years, mad albums, having to learn about the point system, having to learn about publishing, having to replace the lead singer with a new lead singer. Then they were jerking him too. Like the whole thing was about how the band got jerked the whole time, and Dwayne from the Tonys kind of just had a chokehold on this group.
A non-Tony.
Yeah, Dwayne.
How Dwayne got all the Tonys.
That's normally how it goes, man. Yeah, so that was really good. And that led me into High Five, who I'm aware that Tony Thompson, the lead singer, passed away.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Tony Thompson. I bought his singles after he left the group. I didn't know there was a story for all of them. Like, there's really a theory going around about there being a High Five curse. And there's mad.
I think one of them killed his baby mother, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
one beat the shit out of his baby moms and murdered her. One got in an accident and was paralyzed. Is paralyzed from the waist down. Another went to jail for murder, and Tony Thompson died.
Damn.
Yeah.
So on YouTube, there's all these docs about their birthdays adding up to some numbers. You know, all the number people add numbers up to make it seem like some shit. But it's one of those, and I just thought it was real interesting. I went down a rabbit hole of some of my favorite groups, and there's really horror stories attached to most of them. So if you have time, check it out. Tony doc on YouTube. It's my new favorite thing to do is just search things in YouTube and watch.
Yeah, I think I seen one of those on the TV One. That show Unsung. I think they were doing it's called Unsung.
Yeah, I've
show.
seen those, yeah.
Yeah, I seen the High Five one. I didn't see the Tony one though.
All right, on to more important thing. Come on, give me the most money that you ever put on your mom's credit card ordering videos off Jukebox.
Couple hundred.
Yeah, maybe like
Me too.
That's when they
almost 200.
that's when the ass whoopings came.
Yeah,
You had to lie.
yeah. There's dog times back then.
I'm a MTV baby, guys.
Because you could hear when she found out, because that's when everything was in the mail.
Right.
And you hear her open the mail. She's like, what the fuck? You hear that from the other room. You're like, oh, shit.
You hear her call the cable company.
Yeah.
Shout out to TRL in 106.
I tell a story all the time when my mom caught the phone bill when I was calling the 1-900 Freddy Krueger number.
I think you said that on this podcast.
Yeah, 1,000%.
That's funny.
I spent like
You trying to speak to Freddie?
yeah.
Joe would like
You can tell.
to talk
You
to
can
Freddie.
tell I was a demented kid.
For sure.
My family gave Fred like a stack. Because they ain't tell
Giving
you.
Fred a stack is insane.
Because they ain't tell
In
you.
1993.
Well, they did tell you, but as a kid, you don't really pay attention to clauses and the devil being in the details. They was like, yeah, the first minute is 99 cents. I missed that
Yeah.
first minute part.
As a kid.
That shit jumped to like
adult
25 bones a minute after that. After that first minute.
When you and Freddie was getting in your shit.
Yeah, I had to hold on for Freddie. He never even came.
Yeah, no.
You gonna wait 20? Because I waited. One time I made it to the end. I was like, oh man, they put this Freddy Krueger voicemail on with some music. Aha! You finally made it to the end. I'm like, yo, nah.
You're not on hold anymore.
Nah. These kids.
You was trying to have a one-on-one with Freddie.
These kids don't know how blessed they are to have a back button.
Yeah.
I was trying to go back so fast.
That's funny.
All right, come on.
I thought the Tony's Own shit was a good transition to what we was talking about before with the Gilly the Kid.
Hey.
Thought that'd be a good segue.
That is that is a good segue for that, Rory.
Yeah.
Now, you guys want to hip you to some podcast beef I've been made aware of.
Yeah, I walked in the crib today and Joe and Brandon were sitting there. Thank God Joe was not on his stomach this time.
Yo, I still
Brandon.
challenge that from y'all. Like, a guy can lay on his stomach.
Yeah, but he
Depends
going
on
through
why.
something.
Why he's laying on his stomach. But okay.
And I walked in just to say hello to my friends, and they were like, "There's too much podcast beef. Shut up." And I was privy to this information that Joe's about to tell the podcast.
I am going to share this with you guys.
Spill the tea, Joe.
Only, I already made Rory promise. Now you guys have to promise. I will share this tea with you only if you promise not to personally attack me during the story.
I promise.
Ball, it's gonna be
Yeah,
tough.
sure.
Pinky swear. All right, bet. Yo, son, I'm mad that you didn't tell me about this, Mo. I didn't know that they had some smoke over there at Gilly shit.
Oh, with the dude that used to do the show before them?
Look,
that
he
was on the show with them?
say his name. Yeah.
I forgot his name. No disrespect.
Dev.
I forgot his name. Yeah.
Dev is his name. Say his name.
Dev.
That's not in this situation. That's not.
Oh.
That doesn't work in this
All right,
situation.
fine. Yeah, why you didn't tell me about this little... And I only mention it here because it's important to talk about this shit here. Because what I'm noticing is, and I'll just say this blanket statement, a lot of people are jumping into this podcast game and this podcast world because it's trendy and you see some traction happening, some momentum. It's a developing field and genre. And you're not really treating this like a business. Like, I get the optic of it is to sit around and kick it with your friends. And I use friends loosely because most of these podcasters don't be friends.
No.
They're just selling the illusion of friendship.
Like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like us.
Yeah, but we marry the illusion. Like, I don't talk to y'all during the week. Like, yo, this shit was working so great for us, we deaded the relationship.
Yeah, no, we got rid of the friendship.
Yeah, yeah. It's
better that way.
Yeah,
It's better that way.
Hey, and I really appreciate that you guys can come here and hit the on switch.
Shows a lot about
Oh,
it.
yeah, man. Then we killing this shit. But so, all right. So, long story, a little less long. Gilly and Wallow hit podcast $1 million worth of game. They were doing however many episodes they did, and they did this alongside a gentleman named Dev. Dev is not really he's not a part of their core and friendship group, but he did add something to the show. So from what I gather here, they did about 85 episodes for free pro bono with no sponsor, no integrations, nobody backing them, right?
It was Dev's studio. It was his facility, his studio.
Oh, that's a big part. That's a big part to take note in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And this was just on SoundCloud, whatever. They just put it out on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from what I gather, nobody made any money when nobody was making any money. Then when the Barstool deal came into play, Gilly offered a salary. You will get X amount of dollars for every episode moving forward. And Dev's position was, I've been here from the start. I do not want a salary. I want 15% of everything. So when this Barstool money came, Dev was asking for 15% of this Barstool money. To which Gilly said, man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, no, I'm not giving you that. But I will do the right thing and raise your salary
Now-
to this appropriate number.
You have to specify whose point of view is this right now that you're speaking from.
I'm just pulling what I gathered from both sides.
Okay.
Yeah, this is just what they're beefing over.
You've heard both sides, and that's what you took from it. Okay.
Yeah. Damn, where was I at just now?
15%. I'll give you.
15%.
I'll raise your salary with this.
Gilly
Barstool
said,
money.
get the fuck out of here. He felt like he was being overly generous with the offer, which totaled something like $70,000 base or $50,000 base, not including tour.
Yeah.
So Dev was like, okay, well, if you're paying me for this number, then you owe me X amount of dollars for the 89 episodes that we did for free already. To which Gilly said, no, if you don't get the fuck out of here, I'm not doing none of that shit. Dev, in his interview that he released, was posting receipts of contracts and lawyers going back and forth. And he was saying, he was highlighting how in the paperwork, he is titled as a producer / editor. So his role on the show is he accused Gilly of downplaying his role on the show. To which Gilly responded with, nigga, you was a nobody before you got in the show. If you so popping, why you can't get nothing else popping? And no, you deaded yourself. I was asking for this amount of hours from you and you get paid more than anything else and you shitted on me. So no, now you can't come back. It's over. And he said that pretty aggressively, and he said that in a real Gilly way, if you know it. The Dev kid seemed to be real respectful. He didn't seem like he really wanted no smoke, but it did sound like he was unclear about the business. So before I ask you gentlemen where y'all fall on this, I just want to take this time to tell all podcasters out there, old, new, old, just have your understanding. I won't call it have your business together. Have your understanding in order.
Have your people understanding in order.
Well, you and your people should.
Before business, you should
Before it gets booming.
I'll put it this way. Starting with that being Dev's studio. Again, I don't know much about this, so if I'm talking on my ass, my apologies to talk about somebody else's business. If it's Dev's studio and we get a bag and I have accumulated some costs in having you guys in my studio for this long, yeah, it would be nice if you gave me a little back pay to cover the expenses that we were all doing pro bono. I don't want to make money off of it. Let's just cover the expenses that we've had for 85 episodes because I've been coming out of pocket while you guys haven't. I could get Dev's beef there. For sure.
I'm not retroactively paying nobody.
Oh, no. I'm not saying there's no paperwork, there's no nothing. That's why I said you need to know people first.
That would be a good gesture.
Yeah, that's what I'm speaking of. Morally, if you were to say, all right, you just got a bag, you got this bag off these 85 episodes and you guys are great at it, but I've been coming out of pocket because I believed in y'all. Sure. Throw me some bread for cost. I'm not looking for a profit. I want to break even off what you guys have done in my studio.
Yeah, but don't come to me today for 90 episodes that we did.
I mean, I'm not Dev, so I don't know exactly what those costs may have been.
I mean, and listen, Maul just taught me that it was his studio. I didn't even know.
Well, you didn't mention that.
Well, this
earlier,
was from
so.
I spoke to Wallow, and I believe that's the story he told me that was Dev's studio. That they were using his studio, I believe.
I want to say, Wallow has not said a word about any of this. There's no rant. There's no footage of him replying to Dev. He's handled this like a gentleman.
No, my point is because a lot of you pay for studio time, which if you're a smart studio ends up being profit because you're covering the costs already plus profit when you do your hourly rate for a studio, engineer cost, all that shit. I'm saying, fuck me making a profit. just let me break even on the expenses that I've had to get us to this 85, because it is a whole team thing there. Of course, Dev would not be in the position.
So you're gonna cut your nose to spite your face, though?
No,
We just got this Barstool deal.
Oh no. I agree there. If I'm Gilly and Walu, maybe I'll throw just to cover costs. I don't know what the costs were. They could have been nothing. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying, if I had a lot of studio costs in my studio, yeah, I might want a little bit of bread.
What if it's cheaper for me to go get a new studio?
Okay.
Yeah, but see, again,
That's just good gesture shit.
It always comes
No,
down.
it's
it always
gesture
comes
morally.
down-
That's all I'm speaking of. I'm not saying Gilly owe him that.
Yeah, but the good gesture should come from the good gesture giver. Like, if you have to bring it up,
Oh no,
then,
you shouldn't.
then that nigga probably ain't.
But that's why it just always goes back to, if you want to know exactly how much people fuck with you or where your relationship stands, just put money in between y'all. And that'll tell you everything you need to know. Because niggas can say, oh, that's my boy, that's my man.
But they
that's my
wasn't.
family.
But they ain't grow up together.
No, I'm not saying they did. I'm just
I
saying.
don't know if they claim to
you
be
wanna
besties. He just added to the show.
No.
But that don't mean nothing.
Exactly. But I'm just saying,
It's
if you
just
want to know
morally.
where you stand with people, just put money
Well,
in
it
there.
do mean something because we can argue about your value to this show. Like, and that's where I get the biggest of their differences coming from.
Well, listen, I'll put it this way, and me defending Dev here.
If Dev did the
I
studio,
put
the
it-
timestamp, some editing, and I'm talent on the mic, I would be thinking that my value is pretty high.
I've on a crew friendship, or even not even friendship, but we're all in this together thing. I've put up bread before, or I put in a lot of expenses into business, and we've gotten the bag. I haven't even thought about what happened before that. So no, me personally, no, I'm letting that go. Like, if we're in this together and moving forward, fuck all those expenses before. It is what it is at this point. Let's focus on the next episodes and how we're going to get this money. I think what happened with Dev was he felt he was shorted, and while he was being shorted, he said, all right, well, let me get my money for the other bullshit if we're not in this as partners. We're in this as you're throwing me a fee. That's all. I'm not saying I would move like Dev. I'm not saying I would move like Dev.
That's what I'm interested to hear from you.
No, I'm gonna sit down. If we did this together and we're moving forward together, I'm not gonna think about those old expenses. But I don't know what Dev's situation is. He may need
It's
it,
hard to say without knowing the full the full details.
and I don't want to
but
make this a personal
Yeah.
Dev thing because I don't know Dev at all. But I can see in the situation that someone would go, all right, well, I was coming out my pocket to boost your podcast. Now you're saying it's yours, it's not mine. Yeah, if it's yours, pay for what you just fucking did then. If it ain't mine, if I'm not part of it, pay for the fucking expenses then. If you want to be a boss, act like a boss now. Pay for your
it's
shit.
Always tough. It's always tough because at the end of the day,
Like-
it's like, but the chemistry that they had, that was dope. You know what I mean? So it's like for money or business to
Fucking that
get
up
in the way of that and fuck
over
that up.
15% is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's always tough getting into business with people because everybody is down and riding, and when there's no money involved, everybody's a rider. But then once the money come into play, it's everybody start thinking with a CEO mind.
You don't think it's the opposite of that sometimes? You don't think it's when there's no money involved?
It can
It's
be,
not, but
I'm just saying.
And now when it's money, it's like, oh, everybody.
I'm just saying
up.
when you. No, it definitely happens that way too. But what I'm saying is, if the person was there riding when there wasn't no money, you know what I'm saying? Because you can look around and know who's around you when there wasn't no money. You know the faces, you know the niggas that's down with you. But now when the money comes and shit gets different, that's the unfortunate part because it's like, bro, we've been broke together. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like now that some money's in play, it's like that shouldn't change anything. Like, we know how we get down when there's no money involved between us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still boys, we still had the same fun, we still do shit like, so now that the money's involved and people want to start talking like, they this fucking CEO of General Motors, it's like, you don't even know who this person is anymore. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just have a conversation. Yo, this is what I feel like I should get paid. And if not, okay, then let's try to get somewhere to where it makes sense for both of us. Like, but don't just say, oh, fuck you, get out of here, we don't need you. It's like, damn, my nigga, like,
that was important. That was real important. That
that's the
was
unfortunate
important
part.
what you just said, Maul. It's unfortunate that they weren't able to negotiate through what some of the differences were.
Yeah. And that's the fucked up part in business is like, you get to a point where it's like people just be like, oh well, fuck him or fuck her, and it's like, but damn, like we came all this way together, we built something dope, we, you know what I'm saying, we got it to a level to where we can probably take care of ourselves and, you know,
But you
have
know what?
a better living.
I'm a rewind back to a conversation we was having a long time ago that I don't even remember, where we briefly brought up. It might have been the Mace conversation where we played the flip side of that, saying that, hey, on the flip side, there's some artists that as soon as the money come, now we want to keep it all.
Yeah.
Like now we don't want to cut corners. Without exposing too much of our personal business, I can feel Gilly on that part. When our deal came and the commissions had to go, it was a lot of money. My first thought was, how do we change that? How do we keep this?
Yeah.
But that's kind of grimy. But I think that everybody kind of has that thought. Now, what do you do following that thought?
To that point, and this doesn't have to do with us or with Gilly. That defines leadership, because when you treat people as your partner that you build something with, their attitude is much different. They're not going to care about certain expenses about shit, because we're in this together. We win together, we lose together. That's the point of partners. When I'm now an employee or just a contractor where I get a fee, now I'm going to behave like a contractor where pennies matter to me, and how things and expenses are moved within my salary and how it affects me. I'm going to make an uproar out of shit. If I'm a partner in something, nah, it's cool. Everything here affects us.
You know why that's not fair?
Like if you fuck something up, it fucks me up. If I fuck something up, it fucks you up. So we all move as a unit. When you do the I'm now the leader God thing, and again, this has nothing to do with us or Gilly.
Gilly did do the I'm the leader God.
I didn't see any of it, so I'm not going to speak on it because I didn't see it. But
I love Gilly. Shout out to Gilly.
But it changes the mentality of the people around you, because now, all right, if you want to treat me that way, all right, fine, we'll go to the Gilly thing.
Well, you can change.
If you want to treat it that way, if you want to treat it that way, then yeah, it's time for you to act like the boss you're pretending or are, and pay up on them fucking expenses, bro. We're not partners anymore. I came in on a 15%. Let me be your partner. I wouldn't give a fuck about those expenses. Now I care about them, because now I'm just some fucking contractor to you. So yeah, pay up, be the boss, pay the invoice.
The only thing I don't like about what Rory is saying, and I do believe that that's true in podcast world, is that I don't feel like that's the case when people get up and go to work. Like, we get up and we go to work. No, we're not talent at work, but we're contracted. We're at work. And because it's work, we don't be pressing them like we should about shit, because we just at work.
Contractors and employees are a bit different.
Tell me more.
They're not exactly the same. If I'm a hired contractor, the inner workings, and even to an employee to some certain degree, the inner workings of how you move expenses around is not my business. If you're an
employee.
Yeah, it's not my business. I'm an employee. You pay me a salary. Whatever we make as a company, I make the same. I make $75,000 a year. It's never going to change unless I get a raise, a promotion, or work off commission.
And that's not the same as a contractor?
To some degree, because you're hiring me for a specific service. I don't get benefits from your company.
That's
I don't.
Yeah.
It's a bit different. I have more of a loyalty to how you run your business as an employee than I do a contractor. You're hiring me for a specific service, and in, let's say, Dev's shit here, if I'm a contractor, you used my place. You hired me as a contractor to use my studio. I gave you a service. Pay for the fucking service. He went in there saying, I want a percentage. Make me a partner to some degree, whatever you define a partner. Make me a partner. I'm not going to give a fuck about the expense, because we're all in this together. I don't care. I'm bringing this as a partner. This is a resource I have. It's a studio. I'm not going to charge you for expenses. That's part of, we're partners. But now I'm a contractor. Fuck yeah. You hired me for a service. Pay your fucking expenses, boss.
No, he said no.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And sometimes, saying that no will fuck the pack up, though.
Well,
You know what
that's
I'm
the
saying?
thing.
You trying to cut corners and you trying not to, you don't want to pay this to keep this chemistry and keep this energy, which the
not
people
many
have come to
people
love.
care about fucking the pack up more. Like,
Well, you should, because fucking the pack up now, you fucked your money up, and that's the part niggas don't want to talk about.
because nigga,
You can try to take out and do this and do all this moving around, and then when you start to see that after this, it ain't no more deals coming, it ain't no more.
nah,
The dog,
but that
niggas
dep-
ain't you.
but that-
You remix the pack
but
too much.
That depends on how you value the pack, right? Because back to the Barstool Call Me Daddy shit. I mean, if I take my brain out of it, if I'm Call Me Daddy co-host, maybe I wait the 6 months and bring up all my grievances at the time of renegotiation, because they were close to the end. 2021, their contract was up. We in 2020. We damn near out of this shit. I might
With the pandemic. It's 2021.
I might have kept it pushing in that instance, but they took a stand, right? And now it's Barstool's job to come up with that show. Yes, the pack is fucked up, because those were the girls that they were the pack. But Barstool owns it, so they don't have a choice but to remix the pack or let the brand die, right? Same with Gilly. Homeboy leaves. Yeah, the pack ain't the same, but maybe Gilly knows that as he's trying to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so, but at the same time, is it worth it?
No, it's not. Remixing the pack don't usually be worth it. It's a headache.
Yeah, it's a headache. It's never the same.
And it's not it's not in good business to have to rebrand every year.
It's not.
It's just not.
That says something about.
Especially when
that
you're
says-
dealing with someone that's not only an on-air personality, but also deals with the technical side and also is facilitating the podcast.
Right. It's just not. That's
That's a lot of
what I'm
shit
saying.
to gamble with.
Listen, me and Rory had a lot of conversations and a lot of sleepless nights when Marissa parted ways.
It wasn't a fun month.
No, not at all. Because it's like it's a lot that goes into coming up with that type of shit.
Yeah.
And you want to be responsible with putting someone on your platform. Which reminds me, Marissa's the only person that got fired from me twice.
When was the first time?
It's my assistant.
Oh, I didn't know she was your assistant.
Yeah, she fell in love. It was fine. All right, that's it. That's all I got. I just bring it up because there are a lot of people starting podcasts.
Well, where did this end between their
Gilly and them have somebody else.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
Oh shit, okay.
He's gone. He's pursuing his other passions.
And shout outs to Dev. We don't want to paint him in
Never that, because he handled
negative
it. He handled it so graciously and so professionally.
Shouts to Wallow. Shouts to Gilly.
Shout out to that.
Shout out to all of them.
Shout out to that whole camp. And I just hope everything's all right. Yeah, they replaced Dev. I can't say
With
if
another
it was
on-air personality.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to their podcast probably within a month. I gotta
can't-
catch up.
I can't say if it's for better or for worse, but they have a new pack. They have a new pack.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Dev, I'm not necessarily leaving that pack like that.
Well, that'd be the unfortunate shit.
It's tricky.
Because sometimes it don't even fall into the money. It falls into your morals and ego.
Well, that's
Like
listen,
that's where it hurts the most. Like fuck the bread. Like I don't know what they're making, nor do I care. That's their pockets. But you were saying the 70,000 base salary. Great. That's a lot of money to make.
I feel
but
like some
your
of us
ego and your
podcasters-
moral sit there like, nah, that doesn't settle right with me. I
mean,
can't
'cause it
be
also
there.
doesn't seem like 15% doesn't seem. It's only 3 of them, right? 15% doesn't sound
On air.
egregious to me.
it's only 3 of them on air.
Right.
I don't know who's getting part of what.
I don't know what he has offered that podcast, so I can't speak to that.
Will people miss them?
Well, I know I don't mean just
think
I don't
so.
mean just personality.
No, they do.
I mean how it
I think
functions.
so. Because people fell in love with that. People grew to love and support that. So naturally, people will miss that. They miss that element of it.
I want to encourage all podcasters out there to have a clear and concise understanding with the people that you do the podcast with.
Which is a very tough
And
ask.
that's
Yeah,
it.
it's
It's a
difficult.
really tough ask.
Is it?
Same thing happens in music.
Explain it to me.
To understand-
in music, I can see how that happens. In music, I can see how that happens because in music, business conversations happen very casually, especially when you don't know that it's a business conversation happening. With podcasting, though, is that really like that?
No, you're
It can be.
asking.
Anytime money is involved, it's like that.
You're asking
I
one
don't
of-
care what you're doing.
one of the most-
Anytime money is in play, it happens. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're asking one of the
Because-
most difficult questions ever to deal with people, and then to deal with people within your own money and business.
And deal with egos.
That's life.
That's
That's
why I
life
see-
shit. That's not podcast shit. Go ahead,
But
Maul.
that's why it's so important to praise people that are very successful and their business is intact, because it's not easy. It's not easy to be successful and for your business to be intact. And when you see people moving with their camp and everyone is on the same accord, like, you have to salute that, because the moment money comes into play, the chemistry of everything changes.
I think before
it does.
I think before money came with us, I think I might have said to y'all, "Hey, when we get some money, I want more than y'all."
he probably did.
Oh, you probably definitely said that.
That might have been the
Absolutely.
That might have been that total argument that y'all keep saying was about title that I know is not about title.
Total argument. Total.
The blow up one. We didn't have an episode. It was like the first time we ever missed an episode in like 3 years.
That happened.
Yeah, it was a fight.
We missed the episode.
We did. You drove off.
Yeah.
You sped off in your car.
Shut the fuck up.
It was about
if
money.
I'm lying, I'm dying.
100%.
Shut the fuck up.
It was about money. It wasn't title. I don't know why you kept saying it was about title. It was about money. It was about money. That's why. No,
How did we explain that to
I
the
empathize
fans?
with Gilly and all of them.
How did we-
I
how
know
did
what
we-
this. I know how this goes. It's not easy.
We didn't explain it as that. We just took a week off. We just took an episode off.
Yeah.
Get out of
It wasn't
here.
much to explain.
And I,
And we
and
was
I
only- at
sped
that time-
off. Oh man.
And we was only doing one episode a week then, so it wasn't,
And you sped off like
Aggressively.
I visualized like a chick pulling off in like a VW bug. Like that's how I visualized it.
a bug.
I always make it a point to speed off fast from you guys whenever we're having a tiff, because you guys are going to gang up on me. So I have to pull off fast.
Nah, it's not a gang.
never-
up.
never
It's just
been-
No.
that,
If we're all, no, this is what I mean. If we're all supposed to part ways now, and y'all stand there for 20 more minutes, I can assume that I'm being
Would you
jumped.
circle around the block? How would you know?
Nah, you can tell when niggas about to get out of here, or when niggas is sitting around chilling for a minute. Fuck out of here. I don't remember that total of shit at all. Not one part of it. I must have been really wrong.
From what I remember, you were, but you typically
The
are.
fuck
so
up,
it's cool.
Maul. Y'all
No, you were though. I'm just
I don't
being
remember what it
honest, you
was. Is there a way to tell me without telling the fans?
I actually no. I think it was Highline money.
Damn, that's
No,
a
it
petty
was-
argument.
It was no.
it
That
was
was
money.
no. It was petty for
Wow.
sure. But it was a.
Look at us. Look
Let's
at
know
us.
this is part of this conversation, which we don't have to make it just about us. But having those early arguments, even when it's about busting down 10 grand,
You're gonna have
like
arguments.
you have to set
In
a
the business,
precedent
you're gonna have
early
arguments.
on where I am and how much I make off this 10 grand.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we don't fight over Highline ballroom money anymore.
Nah, that's how you got to start though.
That's nasty.
That's part of the process. No,
No, you're right. Yeah, listen, fight with your podcast friends,
no,
man.
I'm not saying fight, but you should set a precedent on what expectations are over $1,500. I know it's going to look and sound petty, but it's not. Because then once you get the real bag,
It'll be important later.
it'll be way worse. And now someone's not on the show anymore.
Yeah, like, go on, Maul still ain't get paid from our first show. He don't care.
No,
Look.
he might care.
All right. New music.
Yo, Doge, you gonna show those titties?
Yo, what's up with you?
Rory.
Does she have
Calm
nice
down.
titties?
I don't know. I have not the slightest clue. I saw everyone on the timeline up in rage that she didn't. I was like, that's hilarious that she didn't.
You wrote it right here. Doja has nice tits.
That's what I wrote. Show it to the camera.
You wrote it right here.
I wrote down, let's help Little Nas X get some pussy.
Edit.
It's all right. It's not an edit
he
because
He tweeted that.
But
Where's our edge?
He tweeted he wants some pussy.
Yes. He said, I think I'm ready to try some pussy. Who can help me out? Which immediately led me to, wow, that's a show. Maul helping Little Nas X get some pussy. Are you kidding me? Which then led me to, just to tell you how my brain works, which then led me to, pardon me, which then led me to, damn, we've all been the guy like that went to link up with some girls that brought a nigga that we knew wasn't the best around girls.
yeah.
Like now you have to explain him to the girls.
Yeah, you got to kind of give him a
Yeah.
intro.
Yeah.
Like, look, he's a little.
Yeah, so I,
Yeah, but if you're a
slow.
good friend, you try to throw some encouragement his way, and he'll say some stupid shit, and you'll agree and change the narrative of what he said.
Not me. I shit on him some
No,
more.
we know that. We've been through this
Yo, my man
podcast.
don't really be around no girls. Keep it light. And that's my shirt he wearing.
That's
I'm
nasty.
joking, Maul. I'm joking.
Maul has said that you've done
If
that.
I don't joke,
Yo, niggas
he's
saying
lying.
that is
But Maul
crazy on the
Maul
intro.
lies on me though. I have never said that.
Joe did no. He ain't no. He didn't
I've
do that.
never said that before.
But Joe would do that.
And man,
Joe would
and
do
man, niggas got kills in my shirt.
That's crazy.
Stain's still
That's
on
my
there?
man. He from out of town, and that's my shirt.
That's crazy.
You set your man up for a super L. Like,
Yo, but then that led me to sometimes the right amount of corn, and we always talk about this here, but the right amount of corn to get it done. Like that guy that has no idea what to do around girls will end up getting the
naive.
girls.
Oh, and then
naive
Yeah,
get you far.
I'm sitting there with all my game, dry dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, being naive get you very
And
far.
add in a nice cosign from your man, get you pretty far.
Yeah. Act naive more. That's what men need to do. Just be a little more naive. It get you far.
Yeah. Anytime, matter of fact, now that you say that, anytime I ever acted naive, it worked. Like fake
absolutely.
sleeping, it worked. Or I didn't even invite you here for this.
I was about to say, yo, I didn't even know you liked me. I've sent you about 1,000 nudes. What did you think I actually said, yo, I'm trying to fuck. Yo, I thought you meant something else.
Yeah, it's true. Let's see. All right, what else is really important? Did any
there was
music come
another-
out?
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny came out.
Bad Bunny dropped a pack.
Nicki and Ferg had a snippet that sounded all right.
I hear that.
Nicki and ASAP Ferg.
Mm-hmm. They was on
hear
they
that.
Styles and Jada back and forth shit. Sounded good.
What'd y'all do for Mother's
gotta
Day?
hear that.
We ain't even talking about Mother's Day.
Oh, that's right. We didn't.
Yeah, I was at my mom's house. She cooked, so we went over there. Just a couple of us, and then my aunt just passed away, so my cousins they came over. That was my first time seeing them since my aunt passed. So just a small little intimate gathering, and it was cool though. It was real cool. I thought it was gonna be like a sad time, but surprisingly, we were all in good spirits, man. We were all smiling, laughing. So that was good. I needed that.
Nice.
Rory?
That's good to hear. I sent my mom a air fryer and flowers.
Mother's Day got to be trash as an only child. Like you don't
Nah,
get to
not
share it with
really.
your siblings,
No,
make fun of them,
You gotta
fight
do it
them.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
quarantine.
It's a lot
I
of
can't-
pressure. Too much pressure as an only child for like Mother's Day.
Yeah, I can't see my mom now, so I had to do the FaceTime and flowers sent. And
Wait, that flew with you? That worked?
my mother is a diabetic. She can't be per her
Okay,
doctor.
yeah,
she
got
can't
it.
be around.
Got
Anyone.
it.
Yeah, she's the worst type to be around for the corona
Mm-hmm.
shit. So yeah, we did the FaceTime thing. I sent her an air fryer, which has changed my life. So I figured it would change hers in quarantine.
Oh, I'm so sorry now. That was Mother's Day when I was cracking all those Insta Live jokes on you.
It was Mother's Day.
I jumped in there. I'm like, yo, he's still on, nigga. If you don't visit your mom.
Yeah, no, my mom can't see nobody. Right
Oh,
now.
my bad, man.
No, it's fine. She's healthy. She's just can't be.
Well, I'm sure she'll appreciate that air fryer though, because I heard that's really dope.
Oh, she already started. It came right before Mother's Day, so she's already been getting active with it.
Oh, she already cracked it
Oh, she made some fried chicken already.
for sure.
Yeah, it happened.
That Irish fried chicken.
Yo, the food was
Irish.
I think about this a lot. The food was really good at Rory's engagement party.
Well, that wasn't because of my mom, but
I
my
know.
mom's a good
I
cook.
know.
But
I know
my mom ate the food.
it was seasoned.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
It was jerked.
Yeah, I didn't think that Karen curried this stuff.
My mother's name is not Karen. That's racist. That's a
How you
racial
call
slur.
his mom Karen? He's sitting right. You can just ask him what his mom's name.
But every time
telling
I
y'all,
ask you, every time I ask your parents' name, y'all don't tell me.
I've told you off air. I'm not telling you on air.
Oh, yeah, she'd be Betty for now.
Betty.
It's getting worse.
I have an amazing picture of Joe and my mom in that backyard with I think it was my mom holding the big Ace of Spades bottle, like the gallon joint.
Swag.
It's lit. It's lit.
Yeah.
Rory parents are so lit.
His pops 100% is lit.
Nah, my pops is that dude.
His pops walked by the stage with a beer in his hand. I was like, oh yeah, it's lit.
Nah, my dad set everybody up with the electronic weed shit. I was like, I'm not even on this yet. How did you get this?
Yeah, them shits look smooth. I had a real good Mother's Day. I was trying to get out of it, like I expressed to y'all on the last podcast, but
Didn't work.
No, it didn't work. Didn't work. Chef made a nice dinner. We had dinner at 3:00. That's what we do on the holidays. Have dinner early.
Early dinner,
Yeah.
early dinner.
But that's that used to be a thing.
Yeah, I like it though. We had dinner by 3. House was clear by 6. I was in bed by 8.
That's great.
I liked it. Had a good time. My brother Trey came over. Corey came over.
Happy birthday
we had a real
to
good
Trey.
time. Yeah, and then the very next day was my baby's birthday. Round of applause for my oldest Trey.
Happy birthday.
Turned 19.
Birthday.
Trey look like a man now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never had that talk. Remember that talk we came up with that we were supposed to have? Maul, you're absolutely right. Trey, right? Trey,
yeah.
Trey looks
I remember.
like a man. Like,
Yeah.
That's not a kid
like a
anymore.
young man. And I'm so proud of my baby. I love him. Actually, the fans are telling me I got to stop calling him my baby because
Why?
he's 19.
So?
I disagree with that.
That's your baby.
That's my
He
baby.
can always be a baby.
Then I'm-
That doesn't change.
But listen now, so I'm looking at my baby, and he's got this full beard, still got his hairline intact. He's dressing
he's 19,
cool.
he
He's
should.
fucking walking cool. Listen, if your mom send you to the wrong barber,
It'll fuck it up.
19 will show us,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like as you're coming up. But anyway, fucking so me and Rory, we've had this talk before where like the change happened fast, like where Trey looked like childish to where he started looking like manly a little bit.
He came into his own. He's not like the awkward teenager anymore.
Yeah, like he's getting into this teenager groove, and it happens so fast. It'll sneak up on you as a parent. Where's we going with that talk?
We were
was
talking
having?
about, and not so much with your kids, but just someone younger
your
than
little
you.
bro,
like the
your
little bro shit.
son, somebody that you helped mentor or raise.
That
Just
they're
somebody
like, that they're cool now.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wait, no. That little kid not cool now. There's no way that people his age think he's that cool.
Yeah, like it took Dill a long time to recognize that, like, I'm a whole dude, nigga. Like, I got my own thoughts.
But you have that
my
lens.
own crew of chicks.
Yeah.
I got a couple dollars on me. Like, you gotta relax.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I had that moment.
But that doesn't change because they always remember. They remember you from
Yeah,
that
that's-
young kid. Like, so it's like, you know, it's like, yeah, you a man now, but it's like because I do it with some dudes from my hood. It's like you see them now, you like, wait, some of them got kids. I'm like, wait, when did this happen? Like, this used to be Lil Hector from the 5th floor. Like, how he got 2 kids now? Like,
Actually,
but it's crazy. I mean, you gotta kind of, you know, that just shows you exactly how fast time flies, man. And I was looking at my nephew this weekend. Like, I remember when you came home from the hospital, literally, like being born. Now you like, he shows me how to get out of my sister's building, like which way to get to the park the fastest. I'm like, how am I following this little 4-year-old, like trying to get out of the building? Like, it's crazy.
I was sitting there talking to my mom on Mother's Day about that quick change because she was blown away. Like, this was her first time looking at Trey in that light. She's like, yo, Trey looks like such a man. Like he looks like he's having sex. I said, Ma, he's having sex. She was like, yeah, Joey, do you remember when I used to introduce talk about you to all my friends while you were there, and I was saying, oh, that's my other son Joey, he's a virgin. And then one day you said, Ma, why do you keep telling people I'm a virgin when I'm fucking?
Like, I'm getting it in.
I'm clearly smashing.
That's how
right
my
now.
mom learned that I was having sex.
Yeah, I've smashed
Yeah.
on the couch that your friend is sitting on.
Smashed in your bed, Mom. What are you talking about? Everywhere in this house has been christened with some shit.
But no, yeah, it's an interesting thing to see people that you help raise become cool.
Yeah.
I feel like that about Rory.
That's fine. You knew me since I was 22.
I know, and it hit me one day that like people thought you were cool. Like,
Yeah.
oh shit, Rory's cool.
I'm not offended. I get it.
Y'all don't understand, man.
I
Parsons
understand,
Wall
but
is fucking being
it's just
stupid.
funny that Joe's like, oh shit, Rory's cool.
Hey, you
Like,
being
I mean,
with
granted,
you being
20
with somebody and you don't.
it happens.
22 isn't the youngest, but you know, it's still, I get it.
Time.
Yeah, but watching that transition
Yeah,
from
yeah,
22
yeah.
to 30, like you see a lot
It's a big difference to me, at
Yeah,
least.
those are big years.
for sure.
22 to 30.
Because you could get lost in 22 to 30.
I was about to say 22 to 30. You can pinpoint where the lessons happened.
Yeah.
Like the incident that taught you this.
You see the IG post.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see it. It's true. Come on, Rory, while we're here, you might as well get us into our G Unit segment here that you've been doing lately.
Which one with this?
It's just a segment where you talk about stuff related to G Unit, and Banks has a freestyle out.
Oh yeah, with Vado. I thought we talked about that already.
He's got 2.
We just said that he has one out. We didn't talk about it. We didn't say what it is or
He put 2
Paint
out
House.
since we
What you
last
saying?
potted.
Which was the other one that he put out, Parks?
the one we talked about last
Fab
time.
record.
Yeah, he put that out last pod.
Yeah, that was last pod.
No, the
Cold Summer
Did he?
shit? Yeah. We talked about it on the
Okay, my
podcast.
no, we talked about the Jadakiss record on the pod. I thought.
Yeah, he said Kiss was going to get on that, and I don't know what happened.
Either way, Lloyd Banks is going crazy. Lloyd Banks
He
is
is,
releasing shit every week. Seems like he might be gearing up for something or finally be willing to let us hear some of the stuff he's been working on. The freestyle sound great. It sounds like there's a plan and a goal and a motive. I'm really happy to hear Banks. He sounded real good on this Vado shit. Not to say he
him and
doesn't
Vado went
normally
crazy.
sound good. Yo, Vado been going crazy for a little while and nobody wants to talk about it because it's Vado.
Maul been playing
always been able to
him
rap.
going crazy.
Yeah, but that's Maul's
been
friend,
trying
so
to-
we don't listen to Maul.
Why?
Because you come on here and big up your friends all the time.
No, Vado's
I
been
got a
putting
lot
out
of friends that I
some
never
shit.
talk about because they ain't doing shit. I'm
to
a
them
big up my
personally.
niggas when they doing good. Like, yeah, I'm gonna shout my niggas out.
Hey, all right,
Shout
so
to
let me
Vado.
ask you a question while we on this Vado shit. Do you think it's possible for an artist to like get buzzing, go away, and then increase that buzz, or is he just tainted by whatever our first image was of him? I'm trying to figure because Vado been killing shit, and
It goes back to what I was saying, Joe, about lyrics and that type of rap, which is why Griselda is so important, because I think what they did, because you could be a certain type of artist, but it's just the wrong time. The ears, they don't want to hear that. That's not what, the listeners want to hear. It's not really like the popular thing. But when, you start to see that sound come back, then you start to see artists from that same cloth, that same sound, they'll have more success because people are accepting it more and they're listening to it more and they're looking for it more, which is why it's important to continue to champion and talk about the dudes that's doing that. And the reason why I do it a lot is because that's what I grew up on. And it's, I hate to see it not be as popular as it once was, but I understand because even when we were coming up, like I said, I remember my mom not wanting me to listen to Snoop when the whole quote unquote gangster rap was big. Like, but my mom she knew LL, she was a fan of Big Daddy Kane, rap like that.
Your mom was a blood.
But when, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But when
Why
the
you agree so
gangster shit
easily?
came out, I mean, when the gangster shit came out, it was like, my mom just didn't want me hearing that. So it was like, but that's what I grew to love. So it's just important to keep trying to push that as much, the dope shit, because a lot of dudes be trying to be, lyrical, and it's like, it's whack. I don't care if you put a bunch of words together, paint a story, make it make sense, make it sound good. And I think that a lot of artists that were from that in the mid 2000s, they kind of fell off in the last few years, but it's coming back now. And I think we're going to start to see a lot of those artists that we know can do that. They're going to have a moment to really blow right now.
well, we're driving the people crazy that say, every week they find a way to discuss Griselda.
Well, no, to Maul's point, that it's opened up an active dialogue about that type of music that's allowed Rock Marciano, who's been around forever and made dope shit forever, be revered again in the conversation because he's around these people that have this energy.
But I
Like,
think
It's a lane for-
it's just brought that.
But the point
I don't
that
want to say back, but it just brought it into the conversation. It's given deference to where it should be gifted.
But that's
Like,
the point I was trying to make earlier. I think one of the things that really helps Rock Marcy is, he always teetered that buzz line earlier, but he didn't really crack it. So now it appears that he's cracking it, and we're really receptive of that because not us, because we know, but the new casual people seem to respect it more because they didn't see him crack it before. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
I'll quickly
like
put it-
Vado had a moment.
I'll quickly put it
Yeah.
this way. I was listening to a Questlove interview when they signed to Geffen or whatever, and they were trying to break the roots. And Quest was like, "You're not going to break us next to U2 and all these other acts on your label. You need to sign D'Angelo and Bilal and Erica, and you need to put us all and make us a thing. That's how a whole fan base will come and grow together. You need other acts and you need other shit around us to start a movement that we can break other artists because we have this core fan base that's going to fuck with anything that we fuck with.
Got it.
So when you have people that make that type of music, whether it be the Roots or be rock, even though they're totally separate, it's still a niche genre. You need to put them together. You need to package it together because we're going to grab all the fan base and they're going to latch on to anything that we fuck with. And that's kind of what I think with Banks coming back out and with Griselda and everyone that attaches themselves to them. Yeah, it's a whole genre that existed already. Griselda didn't create this genre. But you have newer fans and older fans attaching themselves to them. That's just building this audience. Like we can't sell out Sony Hall by ourselves. Maybe, I mean, even though Griselda can, but maybe the lesser acts that've been around, we can't do it. But if we attach the Griselda fan base and the Rock Marciano fan base, now we can do bigger venues. It's just the mob mentality
too. It's also like the streaming. I think it helps with that too because the people that love that type of sound, they can still get it. You know what I mean? And they'll find it with the streaming. Like you don't have to have commercial success, quote unquote, but like the core audiences that love that type of music, as long as they're able to stream it and find it, they're going to support it and you're going to see success and they're going to come to the shows. And you may not do Madison Square Garden, but you know what I'm saying? You'll do your smaller venues, but you'll pack those venues out and you'll still be able to make a killing. You'll sell your merch. You'll do good over in the European market because they always support the authentic grimy shit anyway. You know what I mean? So it's the streaming era, I think it helps because you can go back, like songs that I just be thinking about in my head, I can find it in my phone now. Like I can literally type up the artist, record to come up. I haven't heard this song in 15 years, but here it is in my phone.
Yeah, this music was really difficult to exist before streaming because everyone was indie for the most part. Post the 90s hip hop major boom, everyone was indie. So they were literally, you couldn't find a Showbiz and AG record in Ohio in 2003.
Oh yeah,
you couldn't find it.
We New Yorker now.
That's funny.
We New Yorker now. Let's do it.
Once Showbiz gets brought up.
I mean, that applies to any independent house that doesn't have a major backing.
All right, come on. We got to end this with Votto predictions now. What you?
Votto predictions.
Well, no, we get back to the Banks part. No, Banks is clearly in shape, substance wise and bar wise. I'm, as a fan, just curious to see how he's going to bring this into a full project.
No, he's definitely rapping his ass off.
Of course it's coming. Of course it's coming.
Sound like we're getting a grown man album.
Yeah,
grown man, as in, and I'm such a fan of that, of grown men. Pardon me, rapping like grown men, like telling me about what a grown man should be telling me.
Yeah, no, it's been probably the best part of hip hop aging has been that.
And I think we'll get that from Banks. I do.
Well, no, I mean the same thing we said when he called in. I hope he's in with other people and not just in his Banks introverted shell of let me kill shit in my house. Like
he had a bar about that on the Votto shit.
Mm-hmm. I just hope album wise that there's other people in the room, producer wise,
mix engineer wise.
That too. Like Banks,
you can hit me, bro.
All right, can y'all please wrap this up?
Banks is so capable of making songs. I just want him to be able to do that. That's all.
Yeah. And come on, give us a release date. God damn it.
It's weird with the pandemic now. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I know.
I can't say.
Maul.
Fourth quarter is going to be fucking nuts. I'll tell you that much. Aside from anything Banks related.
I hope it is.
It's going to be insane. Everyone's going to drop in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, all this shit's good to come out.
Awesome. Maul, if Nas X asked you to help him get pussy, would you tell girls that your friend wants to meet them?
I got him.
Okay.
I definitely got him.
I mean, if his friend is Lil Nas X, it might hold some weight if they're country fans.
I'd take Lil Nas right to Harlem.
Listen, if me and Lil Nas X walk in privilege, we'll turn it up.
That's true.
We'll turn it up in there.
Yeah, I'll bring Nas right to Harlem. Like, Nas coming. Then Lil Nas X get out. They play, wait, what?
We could take him right to Queensbridge. Yo, Nas in the hood.
Nas, yeah, he coming.
Let me let all of the idiots out there who are pressing Drake about his fall off because he came in number 2 behind Kenny Chesney off his album full of throwaways and leaks.
Who is doing that?
There are people out there. And I feel like
Yes,
that's the sole purpose of our podcast is to reply to those people.
Oh, I thought it was to defend or kill Drake.
It is always one or the other with us, right?
There's no middle ground.
Next week we're going to do a podcast and not mention Drake or Griselda.
No, God no.
Boo, booey.
I'm cool. No, we're gonna bring up Jay.
There goes the show.
Nah, they tried to kill the boy
No, they didn't.
That just goes
For
to show
sell-
how
they did.
for selling $250
but that's a if you
Cracking
Drake, you gotta laugh
$250
at
with
that.
leaks.
throwaways.
That's why that's so you have to laugh at that. Like, damn, I'm really that nigga. Like, this is what they was waiting for. Like this is my loss. Okay, all right, whatever.
Do y'all want to talk about Future doing the Future meme on Mother's Day?
Listen, I didn't understand the outrage.
He was futuring.
Future was wishing all of his baby mothers a happy Mother's Day.
Respectfully,
Gentlemen,
I didn't understand what the big deal was.
Here's some news that nobody might care about. Air horns, please. Hold up. Oh, come on, Dan. That's a low air horn. Hold up. Type of nigga am I? You guessed it. You waited long enough. The wait is over. Elliot Stapler is returning for season 22 of Law and Order SVU.
No, you hype.
is it lit? Is it
Are
lit?
you fucking crazy? This was like one of the biggest. This was one of the biggest stories. Stapler leaving. I'm about to say Love and Hip Hop. Fucking SVU. He left, and then it kind of just but it was there. Stapler's coming back, and Olivia's there. He left in turmoil. Really excited about this. Really excited, and I hear he's getting his own spinoff. I haven't seen that commercial or heard that tidbit or confirmed that tidbit, but yeah, us Law and Order people are really excited about the return of Elliot Stapler.
Of course.
That's all I got.
All right.
I'm very happy for you.
Do you guys have something you're really excited about you want to share?
Not really. I don't really get excited.
All right, let's see what else. Wait. No, we're not brushing over the Future topic like that. How did we brush over the Future topic like
You
that?
did.
I didn't mean to.
You had an incoming call.
Oh, yeah. That you guys have to edit, Danny. Yeah, Rory is saying, why is that toxic?
Yeah,
I don't
why is
know
that
if you're
toxic?
kidding or you're serious.
I'm dead serious.
Okay.
Why is it toxic?
If you want to,
It's
if you want to
toxic
address
because it is assumed.
how we got here, sure.
Well, first of all,
but wishing them all happy Mother's Day, no, it's not toxic.
Well, let me just start with some of the stigmas and stereotypes that exist in America. Anybody with more than 5 baby moms is looked at away for starters.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? So then when you tweet all of them back to back to back to back to back to back to back, it just looks like you're not really creating a safe space or separation between you greeting each of them sincerely. But that's fine. You might not subscribe to that. It's also assumed that you don't speak to these people in real life.
Nah, I'm not rolling with you here. Because,
hold up.
Oh,
He
no,
tweeted.
I'm not
He
rolling with you.
tweeted Sierra,
Okay.
and it sounded like somebody who don't speak to Sierra. Like it was a few of them that read,
What? How?
Yo.
I said Happy Mother's
my
Day.
third, no, because he gave little special poems at the end of all of them. Don't
Yeah.
do that. So he said, Tiana, you held me down when times was mad hard. Honestly, I don't even think I'd be alive today if it wasn't for some of them deep, dark conversations we used to have
is
where you
not
walked me
anything he
through
said.
it. Yo, Sierra.
He didn't say any of this.
Yo, Sierra. I love our kid. That was dope. To Reagan.
To Reagan.
Like, I can't believe y'all are so toxic.
No, I'm not toxic. No, I think the internet is toxic.
Well, the internet is toxic.
Because
Absolutely.
all right, we sit here and we judge
And
Future.
Future's toxic.
I don't know anything
Absolutely.
about. Sure, I'll agree there. We know nothing about Future and his parenting, his relationship with his baby mothers. It's all fucking headlines and sensationalized bubblegum bullshit every single time.
Not true.
I agree with
So-
I agree
That's
with
totally-
that. We
that's
don't
not true at
know.
all.
We don't
You
know.
don't, Joe. You don't
we
know a single.
about his.
Joe, if I went off
we don't know about his
headlines with you and your
parenting
baby
skills.
mother, is that true?
We don't know about his parenting skills. We can't.
If I go off every headline, even shit you've said that I know isn't true, is that fair to put someone's whole life?
I've said some things in moments of anger.
Okay.
As has she.
So
like that part is understandable. Well, let me just reply to you and then.
Well, it's part of my point, larger point, but go ahead.
You're right. No, we can't go off headlines to assume how someone parents.
Mm-hmm. Or off music.
Where you're wrong is when the headline comes out to tell us about how someone parents, and then you tweet and confirm it. Like, homegirl came out and said, and again, my apologies to Future because this is personal business. Like, this is his business. We just talking shit about mothers.
This
is his fucking business.
Well, that's when I get to why the internet is as shitty as
but
it is.
There was one young lady who for a year straight was saying, yo, you're his dad.
Don't act like that hasn't happened off the internet with so many men before.
No, you're right. Listen, it happened to a bunch of men that I know in real life.
Yeah.
And I don't judge men for saying that. I mean, for being in that situation. I judge a little bit when the dude tweets right after that headline and says, so what? Come find me.
That's not what happened.
Nuts. Come get me there.
That's nuts.
Yo, you the dad? Nah, I'm really not. I'm out.
That's crazy. See, that's some crazy shit though.
But he was tweeting her for a year. Nah, leave me alone. Yeah, you clout chasing.
In the words,
yo, you're my baby's dad. Nah, that's Cap.
Yeah,
that's Cap. Yo, you came in me
using the word cap for your kid.
But you got to put the blue cap emoji too, though. Like,
yo, the cap with your kid is nuts.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm joking.
Right, in the words
of
Chappelle's
and I don't joke with people's families, so I'm shutting up.
In the words of Chappelle's last special, if you have the right to get rid of the kid, I have the right to abandon him. Anyways, my bigger point here.
You might, I don't know, but you might be getting subbed out. It might be a nigga coming to the table right now after that.
Yeah, that was a test. But I mean, Chappelle did say it. It was true.
It was hilarious.
Did y'all see the Seinfeld stand up?
No,
I didn't get to it yet.
No, I didn't see it yet.
Anyways, let me quickly.
Oh, you didn't, Maul?
I didn't think Maul saw the Seinfeld special.
I hate Maul. Maul doesn't. I thought all of us did no prep for this pod, but Maul takes that shit to another level.
And no, I didn't think that we were going to the Seinfeld stand up. Like,
you didn't? All of us love Seinfeld.
That's true.
Did you watch Chris D'Elia?
I watched some of it. I didn't get
a new one.
His was pretty funny. Yeah, his was funny.
A new one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Came out probably 2-3 weeks ago. Been out for a little while.
I gotta watch that. I think Rory told me that guy was funny, and I went and saw one, and I liked it.
That's the dude that does all the Eminem impersonation?
Yeah, Chris D'Elia is funny. Well, yeah.
Louis C.K.'s was not very good, in my opinion.
You are bugging.
I didn't enjoy it very much.
You can't see us, Parks. Joe and I are looking at you insane right now.
I can see you guys.
Did I like it?
I said you liked it?
Do I have to say on my public platform? No, I would never support anything that
I would support
Louis C.K. I thought it was horrible. I can't even believe that he is allowed to tour the globe.
That it takes
Or the globe.
I can't believe
all it takes
that shit long
they're allowing this menace
stand-up comedy.
to talk.
Yep.
Why?
In this
why
pandemic.
I oughta? No, I didn't like that shit, Parks.
Parks, I loved it. Parks,
I didn't think it was that great.
I thought it was hilarious.
But you normally do like Louis C.K., right?
I usually do like him. Yeah. I thought this was kind of lacking substance. He didn't really go that deep.
Did any of y'all
totally
see the
disagree.
Seinfeld one?
Yeah, I saw it.
How was it?
It was whelming.
Okay.
It was the last
kind of got that.
The last Seinfeld one was what, 3 years ago on Netflix?
Yeah,
It was
that
very-
was like an old. That was a rehash of his old jokes too.
It was very Seinfeld-y.
This one had its highs and lows. I appreciated Seinfeld still having the gift of being able to make us laugh over a joke about absolutely nothing, like the most regular shit in the world.
Yeah, his humor
he
is.
he did that. It was a bunch of those in there.
Very white
jokes.
dad humor, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it was like, I don't know, it wasn't with the same allure that Chappelle returns with or Chris Rock returns with. Like, I put Seinfeld in that.
Well, you shitted on the last Chris Rock one. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, but every time they
That tambourine shit was good. You need to rewatch that.
I didn't like the last Chris Rock one.
I know you didn't. No, you said
liked
you
that one
didn't.
a lot.
I liked it.
But even if I
But
don't,
that went back to what we were talking about, mature with music. Like Chris Rock shit wasn't out loud funny. It was an adult divorced man with kids.
But he's always
talking.
adult.
Yeah, that was
I
kind of
just
Like, it was-
didn't
it was
love the
such a-
last
that was the
one.
opposite of Louis. It was all substance, not enough jokes. Louis was all jokes, not enough substance.
Louis had substance in my opinion.
Chris that Chris Rock special was Chris's because he had went through some real personal
Yeah,
shit.
he got divorced, which he talked about publicly.
Yeah. And that was his you know, that was his first
Yeah, it was
one where
his
he was just like
444
he was
something,
addressing it. Yeah, he was addressing everything. Like, listen, y'all know what I've been through, and if you don't, this is what I've been through. So, but it was funny.
But
though.
anytime
It definitely
Chris
was
Rock
funny.
returns, whether you think the stand up is funny or not, it's with a bang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But Seinfeld has always been.
Now, I want
If
a
you
bang.
let him tell
I
it,
want to bang from Seinfeld.
He's not the bang guy.
I know, but I
pause.
want to bang because he's up there looking like money. He says some shit in the monologue that said, "Yo, I am the bang guy," but it just wasn't with a bang. Watch it. Just watch it.
Okay.
I'm going to watch
Watch it and let's talk
We
about it
talked
later.
about the Mark Maron stand up on here. I know you and I spoke about it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
The Mark Maron newest one, like maybe a month ago.
I was about to say when was it?
You and I watched it in your living room with Corey.
It was real funny.
Hilarious.
We never talked about that.
Where's that, Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's if you hate the world, it's right up your alley.
It was really good. Yeah, it was. I hate the world.
those are usually the best comedians,
Like,
the ones that just
if
are
you're really
grumpy
just
and hate everything.
If you're
Yeah.
fed up with Earth,
I might watch that one again.
yeah, it's really
I
good.
might watch that again.
But Future's baby mothers.
No, listen. If y'all like it, I love it.
No. My whole thing. My whole thing with that
it was toxic. It
no,
was toxic.
My point where we got off.
It read nuts. It's like, oh, he's doing the meme. He's actively doing the meme right now on the timeline in real time.
You've asked this person to parent in public, which he has said he doesn't want to do, and then he parents to some degree. I wouldn't say parent, but talks about the mother of his children publicly, and then y'all kill him for doing that. Make up your minds.
I'm not gonna lie.
Make up your minds on Future.
Listen,
you want him to publicly talk about his personal life with his baby mothers or not?
I don't care what Future does. I already have.
I'm not talking about you.
I have
I'm not
March
talking
Madness
to you. I'm talking
already.
to the internet.
What? I have March Madness. You could go do
I
whatever
get
the
it.
fuck
I
you
get
want to
it.
do. That's my shit. Then I was about to reply to Rory, and I forgot what I was about to reply with. What did you say? Do you want?
He was doing the meme. What I was saying that the internet has killed him for not being such an active father publicly because they don't know nothing about his fatherhood in real life. So yeah, what do you want from the guy? Then he talks about his baby mothers on live, or not on live, on Twitter and in public. What the fuck?
I got cursed.
Make up your
but-
fucking mind about him.
I got.
Yeah, but
You can't win on the internet.
I got cursed
We can
out.
have fun with that, but that shit is he gotta.
Oh no, it was sick.
That's-
it was
it's for-
definitely
it's-
sick. But
Yeah, it's like, all right, fam, but I know for a fact you have all of your baby mother's phone numbers. Like, you can text them this. You don't have to. This is like you're performing at this point.
And
we could joke with it, but at the end of the
it's
day-
a little toxic. You could text your baby.
No, it's
mom.
not a little toxic. It's a lot toxic. It's a lot toxic. Like you tweeting like about how many 6, 7 different women. Like,
Yeah, I need you to help me
Come
get
on,
some
fam.
pussy. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie.
Joe,
me?
yo,
Yeah, this guy, yeah.
imagine that trio: Lil Nas X, Joe, and Maul just hitting the scene.
Hitting.
Let's do it.
Hitting the
it's
scene.
at the town. There's nowhere to go right now, but we could try.
I took a drive the other night.
How was that?
Oh yeah, you told us you was gonna do that. How
It
was
was
it?
a really nice drive. I fucking went to Jones Beach.
Oh, that's dope.
Just came back.
Oh, you're such a hood
Yeah.
baby for that.
Such a what?
Hood baby for that.
For real. Yo, it felt good to just get dressed and get out the house. I'll be honest with you.
Nah, we on Long Beach now, man. Long Beach, Long Island, not California.
Yeah, that's a good drive though.
Yeah, it's true.
Nah, it is. Hold up.
Especially you went at night.
Yeah, the sun had just went down. Took a nice
Oh, yeah, that's a
2-hour
good
ride
drive.
out there. It was a real nice scenic route. It looked beautiful. So got there and
That's
was
a
like,
good
all right, Joe, we here. I'm like, what the fuck you telling me for? Nigga, turn around, go home. Turn around.
You didn't even go outside?
No.
Get the ocean air?
No, not at all.
Oh, that's corny.
I took the trip. Nah, I rolled the window. I was good. With 2 hours of rolling the windows down, playing jams, and just looking at shit.
No,
Like,
that's my
trust me, I was fine. I didn't need to get out the car. Now,
Yeah, that's
I'm
needed
trying to
sometimes.
I'm trying to figure out where I want to do that at again. Like, what other drive I could just take?
Shit, not for nothing. Going down the fucking Parkway.
Down, baby, your street in a Range Rover.
Yeah, that one. Just get the range. You have a range too.
I have a Velar.
All right, I'm done with you. Nah, hit the Parkway, Jersey Shore. That's a great drive.
Yes, no. Future is very toxic for sure.
Mr. Bitches is back.
No, it's just we could have crack jokes.
No,
but
he's
nah,
toxic. It is toxic.
You can't tweet all of your baby. We know what you. Come on, fam.
Is that your Eskimo brother?
Text them.
And let me announce to the men out there: tweeting Happy Mother's Day to your child's mom don't hit like we think.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I don't have a baby mother.
And you should, and you know that though. You know
I
that.
didn't know that before.
No, you know
I
that.
swear to God,
You know
I
that.
didn't know it.
You know, you shouldn't
I
reach
saw
out
you-
to your
I saw
baby
you getting
mother
killed.
via social media.
Rory, when I tell you that I
saw you getting killed.
When I thought I was bodying that.
Anytime we get
I
killed
thought
on
I
Twitter,
killed
we think
that.
we're bodying shit.
I thought I killed that. Like I woke up bright and early.
Well, no, your response was my favorite part of it that didn't get any notoriety. Yeah, my first BM has no interest in social media. So mind y'all fucking business.
she's
That's
asked-
kind of my point with the future thing.
She's asked
mind
me
your
not
fucking
to
business.
address her on social media. It's not a slight to her. It's no less love for her. I'm just saying. I tweeted that shit thinking I was doing some spectacular shit. Man, 5 o'clock game. Boy, did I get cursed
That
out.
just kind of be my thing with people on social media.
I got
Like,
cursed clear
fam,
the fuck out.
Clearly, some of us don't want to put all of our personal lives for y'all to tear apart or even comment on, whether it be good
and
or
you
bad.
shouldn't though. And you shouldn't.
I think I think
Yo, you know
I
what's
think
crazy
that you
about
should
this shit, though, Joe?
publicly acknowledge your son's mom or your child's mom. I do.
Why?
On Mother's Day?
No, why?
But see,
For what?
that's why. But I'm gonna tell you. But that's
For what?
where we are now. When you do shit away from social media, you moving funny, you acting funny. Like that's how it is now. If you don't do shit publicly anymore, oh, he acting funny. Like when you don't tell people what you got going on and what you doing, oh, you moving sneaky. You being suspect.
I do it.
It's like what?
I do it because listen, when Lex feel like having a rowdy weekend when he's with me, and maybe you're not supposed to say this, boy, do I be happy to drop his little badass off to Sin. Like I be worn out for the weekend when he decide to get wild.
I'm waiting for where the public matters.
So
to
when
this.
he leaves, like I have a really high appreciation for what single moms go through on a regular basis. Like for me, like I'll say to Sin, nah, I can't have my son because I got to get a haircut. And to a single mom, it's like, nigga, huh? Wait, what?
Yeah,
wait, what did you just say?
nuts.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me you got to get a haircut and you can't see your kid, right? And I'm not using that example, but just somewhere
Well,
in
all
that ballpark.
So, cool. What you just said makes sense. I'm waiting for the part that the public matters to any of that. Of course, what sin
doesn't.
does and what
We're just programmed.
single
we're
mothers go
programmed
through.
to think that we have to
why
do that.
on
We're programmed
earth
to think
does
that we
it
have to do that.
matter to show
None
the
of this shit
public
matters to the public
anything that has to do with your personal life?
because if you don't, you're
I
moving
think that
funny.
it adds to you showing appreciation or acknowledging all that she goes through with our child while you're not.
I was
present.
just pressured into
No,
that.
You want to show your baby mother that you appreciate what she goes through. Pick your kid up on a random weekend and just take him for a week.
Wait, but
Don't even tell
I don't. So where's the validation in what?
Well, no,
Strangers?
because when you do that, Maul, it's just like, nigga, that's your kid. You don't get
Exactly.
you don't get any points for
Exactly.
picking up your kid. It's yours.
Exactly. Which is me. You don't get points for posting on social media either.
Yeah.
It's your kid. You're supposed to do
Fuck
that.
that matter for?
It's your baby
Oh.
mother. You're supposed to appreciate it. You're supposed to show love for her. Like you don't get no points for that. People
Shit,
just feel like they need some sense of gratification or some sense of they need people to respond to what they're saying. I don't put. That's why people say now when you don't share shit or what you hiding. Like
No,
women say
why
that, like,
is that
what
a
are you
hide?
hiding? I'm not hiding anything.
Behind you,
Like
bitch. Shut up.
I'm not put. I'm not putting.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Shit like that.
I'm kidding.
No, I know what you mean, but I get what you mean, though, Joe. I understand exactly what you're saying. It's like, but why am I putting this out there for what? But if you don't acknowledge your baby mother publicly on social media, they going through something, they ain't speaking, they beefing, they did.
Yeah, it's kind of contradictory.
I've been talking to her all day on her phone. I saw her earlier. Like they don't need to know all of that. That's what I'm saying.
to that point of you, Joe, just speaking about sin in your Happy Mother's Day post. Yeah, you got torn apart from people that don't matter to anything that has to do with your personal life because they don't know what's going on. And either way, they're going to speculate, and either way, it's going to be negative.
And shit.
So what the fuck is the point that I now owe y'all some type of my personal life on Instagram?
No, you don't owe them anything. You do it thinking that your fucking BM is gonna feel big upped.
Well, I mean, that's another conversation. Whether because I think
don't
it's
think-
not just BMs; it's men too.
Sin didn't give a fuck about that shit.
No, it's
I might as well.
it's
I
people
might
in
as well-
general that get
And that's the only one that matters in that situation.
Yeah,
See?
it's true.
no. It's just people getting.
That's what I'm saying.
getting
Social media shit is
validation
crazy.
from
This
it.
is, like, and that's what people are searching for, validation. But from the wrong
from
people.
people
We search
that
for
don't
validation.
validate you. They want to tear
Exactly.
you
We search
down.
for validation
They
from the
don't want to
wrong
bring
people.
you up. They want to tear you down.
Nah, yo, y'all right.
God,
Look
I
at
know,
Joe.
right?
I'm serious. No, I'm actually serious. I'm
No,
not
you're
joking.
not. You're not. It's cool.
I'm totally not joking right now. This is the one time where I will take advice about kids from niggas who don't have kids. Y'all are right.
Oh no, I'm talking about social
but it's
media.
not
I'm not
that.
talking about kids.
Yo,
I'm
yeah,
talking about
social media.
personal life and social media.
Y'all are correct,
It happens
though.
to be kids that we're talking
I
about.
don't want people to think that I'm joking. You guys are absolutely correct. Shout out to all the single moms out there. Shout out to all the dads out there. Shout out to everybody parenting,
Yeah.
trying to get through this co-parent thing, man. It's tough. It's tough.
And shout out to all the weirdos that think they can tell you everything about your life off a post or a comment. Y'all are fucking weirdos. Anyways,
I agree.
All right, come on, man. We got to talk about Jason Derulo taking over the world.
do we have to?
Yeah, they was
Yeah,
killing.
we have to.
They were killing Jason Derulo all weekend
Why were they killing Jason Derulo?
because he's been TikToking in abundance, and
Abundance is a funny word.
he's been TikToking in abundance. He has, and they're like Safari-ish TikToks.
I've never seen
Like-
Safari's TikToks.
Well, Safari doesn't have a TikTok, but you've seen Safari pop locking, dropping. So Jason Derulo is pop locking.
Was
and
this on his
dropping.
OnlyFans?
Yeah. Well, no, not Jason Derulo.
You said yes
Safari.
pretty quickly. If you subscribe, it's cool. It's your business, bro.
Oh, you hating because Safari gave me the secret code to his OnlyFans.
The login.
Oh, you hating because I got an access code.
That's true. Damn, I
Nah,
wanted the Safari.
Jason Derulo has been TikToking, right? He's been seen doing some type of cat dog, sexy dog walk on some daytime talk show. And all of these clips, the fans just ganged up and was killing him over the weekend. So I tweeted, I'm like, yo, am I missing something? Why are we killing Jason Derulo? And then they just started flooding me with mad vids from Jason Derulo where he's going crazy. He's going crazy on TikTok. Now, in his defense,
He's dancing.
dancing, but it's like pop lock dancing, it's robot dancing. He's
There was a
doing
lot more than
he's
just
doing
dancing, too.
anything weird that you could do on TikTok. Now,
There were
in
some
his
skits.
in his defense, Safari tells me that Jason
This is where
Derulo-
you get all your.
well, no,
all your knowledge
because
from.
I tweeted Safari. Safari was looking for a cartoonist, and I said yes. Safari will put an end to Jason Derulo once and for all.
No, he won't.
With the cartoon pop locking.
You're out of touch.
So then Safari was like, listen, they're killing Jason Derulo, but Jason Derulo does have like 15 million subscribers on TikTok. He's like one of the biggest guys on
He
there.
also tours around the world with.
That don't mean that you get
50,000.
popping on TikTok.
No, I'm just talking about him already having a fan base locked into who he is.
Yeah, but I appreciate that an older act can generate interest
That's
on
crazy
a newer
that
act.
he's considered an older actor.
Well, how old is he?
Younger than you, probably.
He looked, well, that's not saying much. He looks great, but he's been around for a while.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm saying that it's crazy that he's considered an older act. That's all.
I'll say this really quickly, and this matters nothing to anybody but me. In one of those TikToks, he showed like his door opening, and on the left side of his entrance, he has this huge piece of mirrored art. It's like from floor to ceiling damn near, and
Rich
you
people
only
shit.
see it for like 3 seconds. And I saw it, and I said, I bet these people that are killing Jason Derulo are not paying attention to the details like that big ass mirrored art piece that looked like it cost about $5 million
You saw your reflection in the
right
mirror,
to the left.
looking in your phone.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Yeah, if Jason Derulo has a lot of money.
You better fucking believe he
Of course
does.
he does. I don't think y'all realize what he does around the world touring wise.
He's one of the Naked Night Boys, right?
Sure.
I'm joking.
He said
I'm
he was
joking.
on Keenan and Kel.
Keenan and Kel. Listen, Jason Derulo, I used to kill for a long time because he was super corny and he was like the black kid that was from London and he was just corny. But then I recognized
where he's from?
I don't know where he's from, but I recognized
He's not from
I don't
London.
know. But
I know one of his cousins in Queens. That's why I had to ask.
But I recognized how big he was, pause, and how much of a global star he was. And then I kind of just left my hate for him alone because a lot of the corny dudes I know are my Eskimo brothers. So it's like I can't kill them.
Well, clearly those girls have a type.
Yeah, so I've been done killing Jason Derulo for a little while. The people that are just jumping on the kill Jason Derulo train, you guys are super late, and it might be outdated now, but have fun.
No,
Have a blast.
They're about to.
Jason Derulo's from Florida, by the
They're
way.
about to.
Not London.
Word, yeah, he's Haitian.
30.
He's from Miami. He's fucking my age. No, this is what y'all do. This is what y'all do with all the acts that get popping on the new app. Y'all did it with Khaled and called him corny and took him to Ellen. Like
Y'all made Callan a global phenomenon.
you're gonna do it with Jason Derulo. There's so much value in hate that I don't shy away from it anymore. It took me a while to deal with it, but there's more value in it.
There's much more. That's how I got here.
Like,
They thought they were hating me out of the game.
No.
It was mad unique impressions
yeah,
for me to bring to
It's true,
for me
though.
to bring to a potential shooter.
It's true, though.
Look,
You know how many-
this is the amount of times they type my name. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
They're not checking to see what they're saying. Yes,
No.
they were saying fuck Joe Budden, fuck Pump It Up. Joe Budden will never make it. Joe Budden, I hate you. No, they didn't care. Impressions. Engagement.
like people don't
They
realize
don't care about your mental health through it all. They don't care about that.
you do know.
They're
You
talking
do know.
about you. No, but they're hurting me at the same time. It hurts.
It hurts. What'd you say, Rory?
you do know that a collection of he's irrelevant tweets make you relevant.
Right.
Well, I was the one that was telling my haters and dislikers that they were using the wrong word. They meant insignificant. They were saying irrelevant.
Nah, but even then, you're still. If we're talking about social media, which is insignificant as is, you're significant on there. It's the same rules with relevant and irrelevant. You're significant on the internet. Now, I'm not saying you in particular,
wasn't.
but the people that they say are insignificant, yeah, no, you're.
When they were calling me irrelevant, they meant to say insignificant.
But they're making you significant in saying that.
I'm significant to them.
That's the part they miss. That's the part they miss.
Well, yeah, same thing applies to relevant. Yeah,
That's it.
I see what
It's
you're
the
saying.
same thing.
I'm relevant because you're making me relevant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm only significant
people
to
miss that
you.
part.
yeah. Which I just wish people, if they didn't like something, would just shut up about it.
I would take Jason Derulo to privilege.
He would do numbers in privilege. Privilege is the size of this room.
Privilege is not hard to do.
So Jason Derulo, Joe Budden, Maul, and Little Nas.
And Lil
X
Nas
walking
X.
into the strip club.
Yo,
talking about-
what are we doing?
What are the streets going to do when the Joe Budden Derulo collaboration takes
The new
place?
slaughterhouse.
Come on, man.
At the spot that 50 owns.
Come on, man.
50's in there too.
Oh, it's just funny. A nigga said privilege. That shit is not like the tough spot to go.
Romance house.
Bromance house.
I
No
said
joke.
romance. Not,
It's bromance,
Not the
no.
bro.
Romance.
Of course, you would make it gayer.
Then romance.
Edit on the word gay.
Yeah, look how shook they got Rory. You have to-
Terrified.
you have to edit the word gay.
Yeah, I'm terrified. I've been very vocal about how terrified I am.
Or you,
Don't be
if you say
scared.
some homophobic shit, all you got to do is come out the closet afterward.
I mean, you could do that to take your pod to the next level.
No, I've been asking you guys to do that for 2 years.
Come out the closet.
No. All right, never mind.
That's what I thought. He was
All right,
saying.
anyway, man, listen, man. What else do we got?
I'm gay.
I wasn't asking y'all to come out the closet.
Fuck it. You just want to be safe.
I'm gay. I would never pressure you guys to come out the closet.
No, I think you'd be an understanding friend and
First
help
of
us
all, I'm
out.
not in the closet.
Look, here come
You're out of it?
Look, here come Mr. Bitches.
I was never in the closet. I don't even have a closet. My clothes are on the floor.
All right, Maul.
I don't even go near the closet.
I don't have anything else that I need to talk about. The pilot's wife from the Kobe Bryant crash is blaming the crash on the passengers.
It was the brother. I thought the brother, Ara Zobayan's brother. I think.
The wife in the
Was saying
story
that.
that I read.
Yeah, I read
she
the
was-
wife
she
and the
was-
legal team.
She was blaming the passengers, which I would assume is going to be pretty hard to prove. The passengers were just seated. And you can't prove that without, like, how can you prove it?
Oh yeah, it says the pilot's brother said that they knew the risk before the deadly crash.
You would still have to prove that, and you can't
Yeah.
because it was a horrific crash. Again, rest in peace to Kobe Bryant and everyone that lost their life in that crash.
Yes.
It's a good time
Well,
to
no,
talk.
I read into that. I'm sorry, I was
No,
trying to
go
get
ahead.
the topics together. No, the headline was much more than if you read the article. she wasn't saying that they were responsible for the crash. They were saying that they were complacent in going onto that helicopter, knowing that a helicopter could crash if you get onto it.
Yeah, but the ultimate decision is in the control.
Oh,
is in the
I
control
agree.
of the pilot.
I agree with Vanessa Bryant in this, that
Yeah.
you should be suing that company. But that headline was way nastier. I'm like, listen, I understand you doing the salacious headlines to get clicks, but there's some shit that's sacred to me. Like, come on, stop making up these headlines. It's fucking disgusting. Like that woman
It's so nasty.
that woman who also lost a husband who was the pilot is going through something as well. Not just the Bryant family.
Yeah.
Like now you're taking it and it looks like that headline says the pilot's wife says the people on board are responsible for the crash. Y'all are fucking gross. Like there's some things that you can
Really
ease up on
really,
the headlines.
Really distasteful.
It's-
That whole lawsuit's going to be pretty hard to read.
yeah.
I do like the rule that or the law that they're trying to implement, saying that it is a crime to take pictures as a first responder.
Yeah, I saw that.
I do like that. I do,
That's good.
and hopefully it
that
passes.
should be. But
Yeah, that should
I
have
know,
been
I know.
That should just
I know.
be
It should
common sense,
common
though.
sense.
Like, why
It's
would-
because
never
they
been
don't they have
It's never been
don't they have
common.
people that are like hired directly to take pictures of not crime scenes but crashes and anything for investigations? Yeah, so
You
why
gotta-
on
you
earth
gotta
should a first
investigate it, yeah.
responder be? You're a first responder to take care of the people that are hurt or maybe dead, not to take pictures.
Right.
The fuck?
It is a little bit dangerous though, because imagine a situation like with police brutality or something like that. What if a EMS person was the first person there and videotapes it, and now he gets a charge instead of doing good for what the situation was? It is a slippery slope.
Well, he wouldn't be the first responder if it was a police brutality. The police on the
Yeah.
scene.
And the first responder would be after that.
And the
Well, no,
police
I guess the
usually
cop
have-
would be the first responder, but you know how that goes. I don't know. It's all messy.
Come on, let's get into this rest in peace stuff, so we can not get out of here, because that certainly sounds insensitive. But I don't want to. I'm not in the best of spirits regarding it. I woke up to that news, the news of Andre Harrell passing, in my phone from my Revolt family, in the actual group chat that Dre was in,
Yeah.
and that wasn't right. It
Can't
wasn't.
be.
That news had circulated. I think D Nice announced it that night, but I went to bed, and I was real glad that I didn't see it before I went to bed, because I would have had a hard time. But I cried that whole morning. I felt better knowing that, we always use this term, give people their flowers. I felt somewhat better and a little bit relieved in the fact that every single time I saw Andre Harrell, I let him know exactly how I felt about him. Like, I let him know just how much I appreciated his contribution to music as a whole. I let him know that I didn't think he received the props and the credit that he should. Like, Dre was instrumental in helping put State of the Culture together. And even though his run, I won't say was over, but the New Jack City Uptown MCA run was over, Dre was still really instrumental in a lot of behind the scenes shit. And one of the things that I really enjoyed about Dre was, outside of the fact that he was always smiling, is that at any one of these like functions that all of these famous people were at, they all had a really unique relationship with Andre Harrell. Like, the love that they gave him and that they showed him, I learned, was very similar to the love that I showed him. Like, people really understood the mogul and the giant that he was. And if you had a hard time realizing that, like, for me, it was very obvious when I first got around Puff that Dre was one of the minds that he respected. And that did something. Like, even when it was time to, like, even when you disagreed with Puff, like, Dre was the person to help me helped me put together how we could get Puff to understand what we were saying without letting him know that we disagreed. Like, he was just he was so instrumental in making me feel at home, making me feel comfortable, seeing the things that I saw creatively, like speaking on that frequency. You know, you ever get with somebody who they just are talking what you talk. It's like when Parks get into his geek bag with people, like it's a different language.
Yeah.
And that's what it was every time I spoke to Dre. He had a million stories. He's worked with everybody that you think is legendary, and they all know that he's legendary. So I just want to say, Dre, I love you. I miss you. Rest in peace. But I know that you would want us to celebrate life. So I didn't spend too much time crying, because that's not who Dre was. That's not who Dre was. And that wasn't the nature of our relationship. He would want everybody to keep it pushing. I also was real happy that Dre was working on his New Jack Swing story.
Yeah.
And I don't want to misspeak, but I think he actually closed that deal with BET.
From what I saw, yeah, it appeared that way.
So his story will be told. Super unfortunate that he won't be around to see it. But I know that'll mean a lot to his family, to his son, to his loved ones that he left behind, and to an entire generation of music fans who.
And
go ahead.
Sorry not to cut you off, but if you never had the chance to meet Andre Harrell and be in the presence of him, you just have to look at pictures and videos of him. He was always smiling.
Yeah.
He was always having a good time, and I think that's who he should be remembered as and will be remembered as, is someone that just always had a good time and always was full of life and full of just happiness. And I think that that's something that that the industry needs more of. The industry needs more people like Andre Harrell, people that are passionate, people that care about people that care about, are people having a good time. You know what I mean? That's that. I remember seeing Andre Harrell years ago on Video Music Box, and I'm like, who is this dude with the glasses that's always smiling with the suit on? You know what I mean? I had no idea who it was, but then as you get older, you start to, he's the person behind this person and this act and this. It's like, okay, I get it. I get why he's always smiling. He's always full of life, because he is the life.
He provided the party.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Like I don't know what a party looks like without his contribution to music.
Absolutely.
Really glad he was here to get to see the Teddy Riley Babyface battle. Glad that I was able to call him after that battle and just shoot the shit and chop it up. Man, Dre was one of those moguls that would answer the phone. Like, and I know that just sounds really small, but
that's a big thing.
You're not gonna get people that accomplished to just answer the phone. And he did that for me. He did that for people we just met. Anybody, I could see why he was who he was. The guy instrumental in pushing people to where they needed to be. And that's all I got, because I'm not really there yet, ready to talk about it. I know that's going to be a totally different conversation when we do State of the Culture this week. I can only imagine. Yeah, man. But rest in peace to Andre Harrell.
Yeah, prayers to his family. I didn't personally know him at a few run-ins, just in running around, but
he was that dude.
Directly to what I love music-wise, I could probably pinpoint right back to Andre Harrell at the top of that family tree of what changed my life musically.
Yeah, he's the root of a lot of what we listen to and do now. Yeah. I likewise didn't know him very well, but I knew
modern
him
music
through clients. I was working on something that he was involved with around the time that he passed. So rest in peace, man. Legend, super legend.
1000%. Yeah, absolutely. All the way.
Quiet legend. That's a thing that gets passed.
He wasn't very loud. Yeah. He let his work. He let his he let his passion speak for him, and he let other people tell his story.
And I kind of love just from the outside looking, that quality of not just with Puff, with other acts too, like letting people outgrow a situation and say, nah, you're no longer useful here. You're useful on your own. Like you need to move on from the situation that I've helped you with. It's so many mentors, or not even mentors, or people that put you on, hold you within that deal or circle that you're in and never say like, nah, it's time.
They don't want you to become
Yo,
bigger.
it's
Yeah.
to that point, the conversation we were talking about earlier jokingly about recognizing that your son is cool now
Yeah.
and kind of having to let go. Like, I applaud Dre for that. Like,
Yeah.
for Dre to be responsible for Puff's start and to stay there throughout the whole journey as Puff kind of eclipsed some shit. Yeah, nah, man, it's different.
And to still be there if Puff needed him.
Nah, he was there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. But a lot of people, you know, when they see the person that they put on or gave their first shot become so huge and successful, some people don't, you know, they don't take well to that. They start to feel some type of way, and
Most
you know,
people.
and
Yeah.
most people, and you know, he was there letting them know, like, you know, listen, if you need anything, you know, I'm still here,
And-
I'm still right by your side.
And letting, because Big had signed that Uptown contract. Big didn't sign a Bad Boy right away. Half of Ready to Die was owned by Andre. To understand that Puff was doing something bigger and saying, yo, just pay for this shit over here, and that's your artist now. You found him, you brought him to me. I'm not gonna hold that even though I own that. Here you go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That says something.
Absolutely,
That's crazy.
another Bronx legend for sure.
Shortly after that, news broke that Lil Richard had passed. If you're not familiar with Lil Richard, I mean, what can I say? The
One of the
inventor,
baddest motherfuckers ever.
the inventor,
Rock and roll.
the innovator.
Yeah.
He was it.
He was so dope that James Brown was his opening act. Jimi Hendrix was his side man. The Beatles opened up for him. Rolling Stones opened up for him.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's a bad man.
I mean,
Crazy.
yeah, you would say pretty much every rock act picked up a guitar because of him and Chuck Berry. If
He
you
was
were
the
to
architect.
let them tell it.
And just one of
He
the
was
best
the architect.
performers flat out, period, that we've ever seen.
I was watching Lil Richard in different clips they were showing after his passing, the interviews, the performances, and all that. And I was like, oh shit. Why did I never notice how much Prince pulled from Little Richard?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course. No,
They
it's
all
right
did.
there.
They-
It's as
they-
plain as day.
Yo,
It's
right
plain
there.
as
They
day.
all-
James Brown too.
Listen, Joe, they all
But
had.
I mean, listen, Lil Richard
Beatles
before
and
my,
Mick
before my
Jagger.
time.
Well, no, I mean just.
But you know-
you study music the same way we all do and understand where people grab
No,
things from.
they all. But he would let you know. They all took it from.
No, I know, but I'm saying
They
even
would
in-
let you know.
I'm saying even in terms of the things that I didn't really understand as a child, like Little Richard being gay or bisexual, Prince being gay or bisexual and boisterous in it, standing in it maybe before it was cool.
Yeah, check out my pumps.
The loud outfits, the personality, the
Makeup,
hair, the
all
rock, the makeup, just all of it. Like, fuck just how you perform, how you are.
He did a really great interview with Letterman on 1982, I believe it was. I'll put it on the timeline tomorrow. I'll send it to y'all. But it was like a 20-minute interview, and he discusses all that.
Yeah, that's the one I watched.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay,
one I
I'll
watched
have to
where I was
check it
like, damn, I never put the dots together that Prince pulled so much from this guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you had, I
Absolutely.
mean, with those type of people, with Prince and with Little Richard, like to be able to influence so many
Everyone
like
and
yeah,
everything.
like
Word.
I remember. I think I came on this pod when it was early when Prince had passed. When I was like, yeah, my dad is the super hard Irish. I like rock and roll dude. Like fuck that, but thinks Prince is the baddest dude on earth. Like Little Richard was like that too, where you could influence these hardcore rock and roll guys and act that way. Like we picked up guitars because of this guy. Like there's no, especially at that time, there's no discrimination on how he was behaving. We all thought that was the dopest shit ever.
Yeah.
To do that in that era is nuts.
I learned I have a really special connection with the talented people that go above and beyond and go out of their way to buck the system. Like, yeah, I'm really attracted to everything Prince ever did because I believe that he's just the greatest to ever do it. But a part of that is in how he went against the system. The same with Lil Richard. Same with Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
Because the great ones usually know, Joe, that it's a the system is flawed and the system is designed a certain way to keep certain artists under some type of control. And certain artists are not meant to be controlled. You have to let artists, the great ones, the legendary ones, you can't hold them back. Their talent is too big. What they bring to the world and the art that they bring is just too big to be controlled by some type of system that y'all have created. That, you know what I mean? It's like, what are we even talking about? Like, my talent is too big to even work under the system that y'all have created. And I think that, you know, the ones that are legendary and the ones that are so influential, they understand that and they see that early. Like, my talent can't be boxed into this system. It can't be.
Just out of curiosity, a few weeks ago, I asked my mom, because I remember asking my mom, hey, Ma, who's a huge Prince fan, why is he a symbol now? I remember asking that. So a few weeks ago, I said to my mom, because I was thinking about my journey through the music business and like, why couldn't I be taught some shit? And I landed on that question. I wanted to ask my mom, because in my head, I'm like, yo, if she would explain this symbol shit to me back then, I feel like I would have had a better understanding. I said, Mom, did I ask you about why he was the symbol and what was your answer? And she told me, she said, because he was fighting with his record label. I said, damn, but that don't give me everything. That don't tell me much.
Not saying that, the label owned his name and he couldn't do shit without them attached to it.
But shit, my mom was into music. She wasn't into the music business.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't put that on her.
No, of course not.
Rest in peace, Lil Richard.
Absolutely.
Gone, certainly not forgotten. Shortly after that, Betty Wright passes.
Yeah.
No pain, no gain. What do you do? When I first saw that, I thought it was Betty White, but Betty White is immortal.
Right.
Betty Wright.
But I thought Betty White. Like, damn, the fucking old white lady. Well, God damn it. Yeah, Betty Wright passed, and I'm like, okay, death comes in threes. This is tough. These are three legends and greats.
Yeah,
they didn't take nobody mediocre from us. Like,
No.
they went straight.
No.
They went straight to it. And then the following day, Jerry Stiller.
Another legend.
4 of them. Four of them gone.
Were like real legends.
Clipped. Yeah, not for play.
Yeah.
4 in a row. The weekend was tough for music. Music lost a lot.
And
Comedy lost a lot. We did. So I want to just say rest in peace to these legends that we lost.
Yeah.
I love them. I love them all. Thank you for your contributions and just the past, the roads that you paved for the rest of us, to afford us the opportunity to do what we do in the manner that we do it. Prayers, condolences, love, and to their families. Cover them with prayer, because it was a tough weekend for music. It was.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do a little bit of that. Unmute, I said. Why won't it there we go. Oh, Dre, I miss you. I love you, man. It already creeped me out that Andre Harrell's son is a split image of Andre Harrell. And I said that all the time. But now a few of these fucking sites, they posting Andre Harrell's son's picture, and it's freaking me out. It's freaking me out. But I guess that's the point. Like, we're supposed to make
Splitting images. Yeah.
and leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. I got to tell you guys, I've really enjoyed this podcast today. I have.
Thought today was good.
me too.
We be ready to pod on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, whatever day.
It used to be the opposite.
I know. That's why I'm telling you, I'm tired of this Zoom shit on Fridays, man. We got to restore the feeling.
I told
Enough
you I'm down.
Zoom.
I'm down
The Zoom
Friday.
shit is not a podcast.
No.
It's not a pod. It's talking to the fucking computer.
Yeah, it's
you
the-
lose a lot of the integrity and the chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got to get to Parks. Whenever y'all are ready, I'm down. Fuck this. Now they quiet. Oh man. I think I don't have anything else on my list. I'm hearing that Uber Eats is in talks to purchase Grubhub.
Oh yeah.
Well,
All right.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a lot of that. It's gonna be a lot of mergers and purchases, acquisitions.
I feel bad, man. I was talking to a friend of mine. He was telling me that he might be in jeopardy of losing his shop because of the old white owner ain't really with the whole don't pay rent right now, give it all to me right now.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not putting nothing on the back end of the lease. Pay me now. So
I've had a couple friends that don't think they will go back to working in an office ever again because why would we do that? This is what the companies are saying. Like, no, this is working. We don't need an office.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's true.
Quickly, how are you guys now that phase 1 is coming on May 15th? Not that it's much of a phase unless you like driving movie theaters.
I didn't even know we had driving movies.
Me neither.
I love driving.
Upstate New
Well,
York.
people got to understand.
La
it's
Marina.
New York State.
La Marina is a driving movie theater.
La Marina was that.
Yeah, pull up on a boat.
That's funny.
Well, are you guys starting to prepare? Because it does seem like we're
They're
not
getting
close, but we're getting ready.
They're getting ready.
How are you guys adjusting in your lives for that? That's
Man,
kind of been
listen,
my week.
I'm watching California. Whatever California doing, I feel like we doing, and they just locked down to July.
I wouldn't got a haircut.
I
yeah.
see that.
Yeah, just if they're gonna open back up, fuck it. Might as well look the part. Might as well look like they've opened.
Nah, you got to keep the feeling, B.
It's going to be a slow one, though.
Nah, I was so happy to see my barber. I ain't gonna hold you. I was happy to see him. I forgot how I looked. He started doing shit. I'm like, okay, all right.
Remember that guy?
Look at me. Look a little younger.
Yeah.
I got good skin. I just start talking like, yo, look at my skin.
Nah, but I was the dude talking about, long hair, don't care. I got good hair. My shit curling up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
I know. Cut this all off.
Back, it's over. Back to ball.
You went back to the Baldy?
Yeah, back to the ball. I mean,
Oh, you pussy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
you are pussy.
I know, man. I know.
You
but,
wild pussy.
But David likes it.
All right.
All right. So that was a great podcast.
Yeah, I like that.
That was awesome. Had a blast with you, gentlemen. Seemed like there was a lot we got to, a lot we covered, a lot we discussed. Again, rest in peace to Andre Harrell. Rest in peace, Betty Wright. Rest in peace, Little Richard. Rest in peace to Jerry Stiller. Rest in peace to anybody we may have lost over the weekend. Again, shout out to our essential workers out there, our first responders, everybody that's forced to be in business, helping hold us down. We appreciate you. Thank you. Shout out to all the moms out there. Hope you enjoy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Lastly, my apologies to the Seattle Storm. I did not mean to be sexist or dismissive. I just missed the Sonics. Sorry.
And Breonna Stewart will bust your ass.
Yo, listen, they invited us to go practice up there. Let's go.
I'm cool.
What's up?
I'm cool.
What's up?
I'm cool.
Go run suicides?
I don't want no smoke.
Come on, man. Ray Rice got you prepared.
Nah.
Yo, supposed to be real good weather in New York this week. 83 degrees on Friday, a little rainy. 75 on Saturday. I know I'm not the weatherman. That small job, but he fell off. So I'm gonna give you a little taste.
We ain't outside. The weather don't matter.
Nah, I think I'm gonna take like a bike ride on our Friday. I'll just end it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No, don't worry about it. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
I didn't even have a reaction.
No, I'll just end it. I see Brendan right there. You know, I'll get out of here. No worries. Listen, keep us in your prayers. Lord knows we need to be there. Until the next time, I bid you adieu. Hasta la vista. Farewell. Adios. So long. Goodbye. Peace. Deuces. Or however else you say goodbye. Life is a series of moments and moments pass. So let's make sure this one lasts. As if it's all we have, man. We'll be back. We'll be back on Saturday. Everybody enjoy your week out there. We are gone. Talk to you soon. So we could be together. Look, she just admitted it. She wants him to change his ways so she could stay with him.
Yeah.
It's toxic. It's toxic. Women will not accept that they're toxic.